Hi, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios and Her Majesty's Secret Podcast. We hope you're going to enjoy this Four-Eyed Radio presentation. For more shows and podcasts, visit foureyeradio.com. While you're at it, why don't you visit hermajestiespod.com/contest and enter the 007 Holiday Returns Contest. That's right, we all get presents we just don't want. We want to take them back. Well, that happens with movies too. And there's always something you want to take back from a Bond movie. Just one little thing that you would change if you could. Tell us all about it and win some fabulous 007 prizes right from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Go to hermajestiespod.com/contest for all the details. Hi, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios and Her Majesty's Secret Podcast. We hope you're going to enjoy this Four-Eyed Radio presentation. For more shows and podcasts, visit foureyeradio.com. While you're at it, why don't you visit hermajestiespod.com/contest and enter the 007 Holiday Returns Contest. That's right, we all get presents we just don't want. We want to take them back. Well, that happens with movies too. And there's always something you want to take back from a Bond movie. Just one little thing that you would change if you could. Tell us all about it and win some fabulous 007 prizes right from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Go to hermajestiespod.com/contest for all the details. Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this Four-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
This is Rich from My Take Radio.
This is Ceremony.
This is Nadia Sonica.
This is Brimstone.
This is Marina.
And you are listening to Straight Outta Austin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to Straight Outta Austin. This is Prometheus.
This is Amaro.
This is Kelly Nova.
This is Ace.
Yes,
This is Ice.
again. Oh, I caught it before it did the echo. I'm so proud of myself.
I did too.
Back joining us again are the Novas.
Woo, woo.
I wish I had a little applause button to make like little applause.
You should get like a little soundboard.
I have a soundboard, but it's only X-Men stuff. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, that was from like 6 months ago.
Well, I haven't updated it, sir.
I'm sure everyone felt the look I just gave Prometheus. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Something general like an applause.
You can have every X-Men thing ever, but we can't get an applause up in here.
Well,
Hey,
you
Sophie!
see...
Come on, there's an episode on X-Men where like we're transported
Is
to
this how you
that
treat your
call
guests?
scene. There's clapping involved in that episode. It could still be X-Men related.
I'm not saying that I can't expand outside of X-Men. I'm just saying that I haven't expanded outside of X-Men.
I see.
You know, they're not mutually exclusive, or they are. I forget how that works, but they're not one of those things.
Draw the Venn diagram. Figure it out.
I drew a circle.
It's just one circle.
Yeah, just one. And there's like there's two lines for eyes and then a little smiley face. It's a very happy diagram. It's a diagram.
It's a happy face, not a Venn diagram.
I'm taking artistic liberties. So joining us in the chat are guest, and guest. So
Welcome, guest.
thank you. Welcome, guest. Cubed.
Feel free to log in.
Yeah, feel free to have a name, not just in
Let me
death.
call you out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Mark. We're joined by Mark.
Oh wow,
Mark.
Gardner?
Mark Jenkins. Aw. You sounded so
Jenkins.
disappointed.
Because I don't know what Jenkins.
Now I feel even better drinking.
Oh,
this beer.
wrong mark. Never mind.
Yeah, it was one of our buddies from high school. Cool
Hey,
dude.
Mark, how you doing?
One of our buddies from life.
Yeah.
From life.
From life.
We've
From
been
the
through
real
so
life?
much together. We used to be roommates.
That's
Oh yeah, you did
cool.
live with him.
Crazy.
I didn't.
Until one
Why
fateful
not?
day.
I was in North Carolina.
Oh,
I was getting
I guess that's a good
a
excuse.
prized education that has that I cherish and has led me to the lovely career I'm in now. Speaking of that, I was going through the ACC website, and you have to go through like this online orientation, and like
Yeah.
there's this whole spiel about how important it is to go to college, and they have like a video, and there's this woman where she's just like, "Oh, because I went to college, it's like I only got an associate's, but now I'm able to do this job." And then there's somebody else, and like, "My life changed because I went to college," and I'm just like, "Can't be in this video." Because I could have the same exact job I have now had I never set foot on a college campus.
Aw.
And I went to the University of North Carolina. That's
But-
hilarious.
Yeah, so there you go. Kids, don't go to college. Unless you go to community college, in which case it's cheaper.
And in which case, apparently, it'll get you your dream job.
Yeah, exactly. According to the video. Hey, videos don't
Except
lie,
for
alright?
normal university.
yeah,
Normal university, that's bullshit. Community college is where it's at.
I mean, at least it's not one of those, what are those called now? Like the ones that they always have on the commercials, it's like, come to this university.
Like Strayer and Phoenix.
Yeah,
The
like
online
the ride.
university.
And the
Yeah.
fry.
The diploma mills.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
I was reading about that, and they're like, apparently they're actually getting sued because it's such a big scam. Like
Yeah.
they charge.
They're not even credited half the time.
Yeah, but they also charge like out the ass, and then like no one really gets job placement. Like apparently the training is really bad.
Yeah.
But there's that guy in the commercial telling you to do it now. Stop
Yeah.
sitting on the couch.
The guy on the
That's
TV told me to
the-
do it
Wait,
right.
I can go to school on a couch?
That guy's technical school, though. That's a little different.
Yeah, technical school's kind of a rip-off
Technically
in
it
its
is.
own way.
Yeah.
Technically.
Ah.
Technical school is a ripoff.
Yeah, but seriously.
I went to a technical high school.
Oh yeah.
That was probably better for you than technical college.
How did it serve you?
It served me well into college, and then that's it.
Oh, yeah.
What about culinary school?
Yeah, I still get calls from Le Cordon Bleu.
Do they think you're a fancy chef?
Yeah, well, I was applying for financial aid, and
Blue
it was like, what schools would you like us to reach out to see if they'll accept your financial aid? And I put that. I just threw it in there. Like, yeah, what the
In
hell?
Cambridge.
You're like, I like
In
cooking
Cambridge
and stuff.
University.
I do like cooking. And
You're really
stuff.
good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this
you probably would've
dude-
should followed
this
up with
guy's
that.
name was Jamie, and he was like, "Hey, what's up? My name's Jamie."
Just like that? Sounds like a
So-
creeper. You're far away.
I'm right outside your
I'm not
window,
going on a
actually.
date with you, sir.
He's like, that's a good
I want
croissant
him-
you're eating.
I want him to be unlikable. And he's just like, yeah, I'm with Le Cordon Bleu, and we got this great opportunity. Saw you had an interest, and your financial aid, reached out to us, so we would essentially
We'd love to take you out
yeah.
sometime.
we want your money, so please apply. Okay, give us a call back. And the guy,
We'll open the door
one
for you.
day, He called like 6 fucking times.
Oh my god.
And I just kept looking at.
Desperate much?
Yeah, he was like super fucking desperate.
Thirsty, huh?
He's like, it's Thirsty Thursday, and you haven't answered my calls yet.
But it
I
wasn't-
really would like to get you into culinary school. I
After
need
that-
the commission. I got 3 kids. They're about to cut my benefits.
Ironically, they're about to starve.
Yeah, all right. Because I actually don't know how to cook.
That's why we need you, bro.
Teach me.
They won't eat the shitty food the students make.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to go to fancy. They usually have fancier menus at their open house thing. I don't trust these people to fix fancy food.
What
And
does
this is
this mean?
first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well that's escargot, but that looks like it's chicken. I don't know how you did that.
Is that a chicken in a snail suit?
Yeah, it's like,
I'm just
Maybe
gonna
just have it
escar
as
get
a-
out of here.
Oh.
and on Z.
What website did you look that up on?
What? I made that up.
It came out of his genius brain.
Came out of his pun
I think
hole.
you were gonna say
Just
ass.
I said pun hole.
nice.
I like that.
I'm the great pun holio.
But yeah, the guy kept up for like another 3 weeks before altogether just stopped.
I had to call a place like that before, and I was like, if you call me one more time,
I
will fucking kill
I'm
you.
incredibly
Stuff
patient.
will happen. It won't be good.
I will come to your house and I'll make you some shitty food.
I have a very special skill set.
I will harbor a grudge for a long time against your company.
I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this Halston character.
Houston?
Houston.
Houston?
Holla, 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 holla,
I
holla.
still get
Holla, holla.
texts
Okay,
on
you
his
gotta
behalf.
tell people for the radios who this Houston character
Houston
is.
had my previous phone number that I inherited two and a half years ago now.
2 years?
Yeah, it's been about 2.5 years now. And it does, as frequently as it happened, it never felt that long. Up until, I think a couple months ago when I finally got another one after not receiving one, almost the entire summer. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is
because you
still
had
happening?
such a ridiculous voicemail.
Yeah. Well, now it's just like, hey, this is Jay. Leave a message if this is
That's
work.
what your current one is?
Yeah.
Was the other one if this is Houston, don't
you.
fucking call me?
Well, no,
I fucking hate you.
Right now it's like, hey, this is Jay. If this is family or work, please leave a message. But if this is for Houston,
He doesn't love
he
you.
hasn't had this number for 2 fucking years. Stop fucking calling. And then, right after that, I don't know if I still have the message or if it just auto-deleted after a certain amount of time. But it was this lady crying. And she was like, yeah, this is Houston's aunt or some shit like that. And I just want to say, I'm so sorry. I never call back again. I was just like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I fucking done to this poor woman?
I was like,
Well, apparently Houston didn't love her that much.
I know, right?
I know,
He didn't
like,
talk to her
so-
for 2 years.
That's what's even sadder. Is it's like, oh, he never talked to the aunt.
All she wanted was some love.
She was so sad. I kept it for the longest fucking time, and all of a sudden it just wasn't there.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just realized that we actually have a Skype number, so we could actually set up a Skype voicemail, and we just have ridiculousness on there.
To where you have callers call into your show.
Yeah, we actually meant to set that up probably about 2 years ago now.
I'm glad you guys get right on that.
So in other words, you're almost got everything ready.
Hashtag professionalism.
Well, when you work for the government, the bureaucracy kind of rubs off on you.
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to one of the inmates, and he was pissed off about one of the processes, and I was just like, yeah, what you're experiencing right now, bro, is called bureaucracy. He's like, bureaucracy?
Bureaucracy.
He was like, man, you sound like a Republican. I just laughed.
Hey, in order to say that, you have to fill out this form in triplicate.
Yeah. I'll do that sometimes because we have little request forms when they want stuff. So sometimes I mess with them and be like, you actually have to fill out a request form to get a request form. But I don't have one. It's like, well,
you got to request that. There's a form for that one.
Yeah,
Tough shit. Can't hear your request.
Sorry, please move to the end of the line.
If you want to get to the head of the line, you have to give me a tweet.
Yeah, it was funny. Today was just one of those days for me at work
Uh,
that I just wish I didn't come in.
you mean every day?
I was like,
Well, this morning, I was walking through the units and stuff, and I noticed a lot of guys had their vents covered. And we've had issues with vents in the past.
Like,
He's talking about their
catching
AC
fire?
vents.
No, well, they stuff paper in there, and then it just
Why?
stuffs everything. Think
It's either too cold or
if,
too
the
hot.
vents were a nose, and it gets stuffy, so there's not a whole lot of airflow.
Yeah.
And then the inmates complain, but now the AC's got to work dually hard.
Yeah, it's
Doubly
gonna
hard.
freeze the
And not
AC.
only that, but the
Which
AC
happens
was
all the time.
created probably before I was born.
Yeah, that
I think
thing's gonna
dinosaurs are
freeze.
still
It's gonna
around.
freeze itself.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any air to go.
So,
It'll just turn back on itself.
They cleaned it out 3 years
It
ago.
finally makes sense now.
And they took out a ton of paper, literally a ton. You remember that? Those cleanup crew came in. They were cleaning out the AC vents and units and shit with this huge industrial vacuum.
Oh my God.
They just hooked it up to the vents. And
People said my job would always suck. They
Hang
didn't
on.
know how much.
Hang on to the beds that are bolted to the ground.
Yeah, right.
So I saw a bunch of these.
Boss man.
I saw a bunch of these guys had their vents covered, and some of them had decent excuses, oh, I'm just hanging up my wet towel, stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool, but when you come out,
Need
to
a
the
fresh
day room,
towel?
you need to take that shit down.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. And then some would just comply, and then others made a big deal. It's like, well, I'm gonna let you know I'm not letting you out if that shit's still up there. And they're like, oh, whatever, you police and blah blah blah. Like, yeah, I have a badge.
I always hate when they say that. They're like, boss, where you police? I'm just like, You see this badge? That's exactly what it is.
I'm just saying.
They're like, why are you inmating?
Why are you inmating?
Well, then, like, an hour later, it was like 9 in the morning, and a bunch of, like, an officer, the rec officer, Z, he was like, hey, get your guys ready. And then so I tell them, you guys got 5 minutes to get ready. And then right as soon as I do that, a bunch of them are buzzing in to come out. So I was like, all right, I'm about to walk through. And then I get a call back from Z. Hey, I called the wrong unit. Tell them never mind.
Oh, I hate when that happens. So they get all
Because then you
pissed
go and
off.
tell them, and they got all fucking offended and shit. And it's like, oh,
It's not me.
They're ornery by nature as it is. Like,
by nature.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good rap group.
Yeah, instead of naughty by nature.
By nature.
Oh my god.
That's them when they're like in their 80s. We're ordered by nature. Not because we hate you.
I mean, your day sounds a lot worse than mine. Like mine's like, oh man, I keep explaining the same thing over and over again, and they're not getting it. Like that's as worse as it gets. And I was like, yeah.
Well, I dealt with that. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder which is worse, customer service or customer support, or what I do now.
I feel like customer support might be harder because I did that for a little while, and it's like,
Be nice.
yeah, because you have to.
Yeah, you do.
Well, you have to be nice at the
Work
jail
hard for
at
me.
the same time, but you have a little bit more leeway. Because usually, like, I'll be nice up to a point, and then I can just walk away. I just literally will just stop talking. Like, they'll
The
still be
fact that
talking.
you can just, like,
yeah,
walk
yeah,
away?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you think about it, there's a lot of pressure of like return business. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't really want return business
Oh,
in your line
we
of
get
work.
it even when we don't want it. They're leaving like,
Yeah.
please do
Yeah,
something with
there's
your
even,
life.
like,
Become a
even from
productive member of
Even
society.
for command staff, they're like, our job is one of the few jobs in the entire planet that is recession-proof. And every time I hear that, I'm just like, God, that is sad.
I know, right?
That's like awful.
He's
to
like,
think
we
about.
actually
I
benefit
know.
from the recession.
I mean,
so,
there's some that
Yeah.
take pride in that, where it's like this weird, like
that's not cool.
conservative Republican thing, and then there's others where it's just like
America.
It's just the truth.
Yeah.
And then so it's like when you hear it from certain people, like just like the tone, which I'm going to get into tone in a little bit
Oh.
as this story goes on.
Is it gonna get like
What has to do-
auto tone?
What has to do with the comment that I made earlier? And that's
Auto-tone?
what I'm leading up to.
Oh, baby. Oh.
Yeah, and then so some dude comes up to me later, like as I'm about to do a visual.
Got some baby shoes for your baby feet.
Oh my god.
Oh man, they're all lefties.
Not even. And so he comes up and they're like coming through the door, like, are we going to rec? We're going to rec? We're going to get patted down? I'm like, I got news for you. And it's been before I
We're all
tell them,
excited.
like,
Like, you gonna pat me down, bro?
the officer said no, he'll do you guys later. That even sounds weird saying it like that.
We get you.
So the
You're
guy
doing it
interrupts
and
me,
doing it well.
and he just comes up, and he's just got this like real like kind of half serious,
Uh-huh.
like I gotta tell you your parents are dead or
So
kind of
serial?
look.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey dog, I'm just gonna let you know.
What?
He goes, hey dog, I'm gonna let you know, you ain't gotta be policing like that. I was like, I was trying to smile, and I was like, excuse me, because I'm really polite, and I'll talk really like fucking proper. Not like that. I'll be like, excuse me and sir and shit like that.
Yeah.
Try to give him
Showing them
respect.
respect.
Showing respect, you know, and it throws a lot of them off guard because they expect
Yeah.
officers
You to
to
be
be
mean.
aggressive and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'll just be like, excuse me? And then he was, I'm just saying, man, you coming through and you're telling people to take their shit down, take it off the vents. And I was like, right, okay. He was like, I'm just saying, man, you ain't getting paid extra for none of that. You ain't got to do that extra. You ain't got to wake up in the morning and do that extra policing like you're going to make a difference in the world.
What?
What?
I tried so hard not to smile.
This is why you're in here.
I
This
know.
attitude is why you're here.
I tried so hard not to like just I was giving benefit. I was like, okay. And I was like,
that shit
so
down.
what's like what is your main gripe? Like that's what I want to know because like you're just kind of coming to me. I don't know where this is coming from or what this is leading to. He was like, I'm just saying, man, you're telling all these people like you're the what? How did he say it? Like he didn't say it like Friday 2, but he almost kind of said top flight security of the world, Craig, kind of thing.
Of the world,
Yeah,
Craig.
he's like you ain't officer of the year. He said something like that. That was
Whoa.
kind of along those lines. Like you ain't officer of the year, man. Usually you're cool with us. We're cool with you. You know, you kind of let us do our thing, and we leave you alone. We don't get into fights on your shift and stuff like that. But you come in and you're
We'll wait 1 minute after your shift is over.
Well, some do that.
Sometimes you'll tell them, like, it's like you can tell they're about to fight, like, can you all just put a pin in this till about 3 o'clock?
I just film it yourselves. It's like,
Mark is coming in. Let him deal with this bullshit.
I'll just be like, go to your rooms. If later y'all still feel like fighting, if y'all then you can do it on another shift. But you ain't doing it on my shift, and you sure as hell ain't doing it at 1 o'clock when I'm about to go home in an hour.
Well, he actually told me that the other day, or actually it was just Sunday, and he was like, "Yeah, boss, I respect you. I really don't want to beat somebody up right in front of you." Yeah. He actually just put himself in his cell. He's like, "I'm getting out soon." Yeah.
Well, maybe you should just go ahead and do that for yourself already, because it's not doing you any favors.
How about every time you feel this way, you should think of me and then just not do shit.
It. Yeah, just not do it.
He actually did, cool down and go. He was like, "I'm just going to go to bed." So I was like, "Oh."
That's actually a good response to that situation. I'm really pissed. You know what?
I need to go to timeout, guys. I need to go to
I'm
timeout.
going to take a fucking nap. I'm going to feel great in an hour.
Oh my god.
So the guy was butthurt that I was telling everybody to take the stuff off the vents.
Fuck himself?
Did you tell him to take his stuff
I want to, but I was just like, okay. And then they were like, and then another guy interrupts. So anyways, what about recreation?
God.
And I was just like, yeah, the officer called the wrong unit. You guys aren't going. They're like, oh, this is bullshit.
Were you like, I
know. He did it to me too.
But I was like so nervous because they were mad. They were all like really fucking close to me. I was just kind of like, all right.
No, dude.
Back on the wall, and I just kind of like walked.
Sometimes if you just like agree with them,
yes.
people like totally calm down. They're just like, yeah, we can agree that this is fucking bullshit.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Just, like, hey man, I feel where you're coming from. Some of them will just call me out on my bullshit. Like, no, you don't. You're there, I'm here. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'll call you a counselor.
Do you want a counselor? Want some Jello?
You want some Jello?
Oh,
Do you need timeout time?
They would be happy they got
go for
Jello.
a nap?
Man, you giving me some Jello, man?
Thanks
for hooking me up.
Just
Square
buy him
business.
with Jello.
Hey,
don't buy him my shit. Give me
Yes,
some Jello.
square business. There's one guy that asks for ice cream all the time.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Jordan.
He's kind of weird.
Anytime the nurse comes to give him his pills, and through these little white pills, I'm like, yeah, ice cream's in pill form now. There you go.
Yeah, I got some ice cream.
No, he just gives me this fuck you look.
It's just his way to like. It's his way to kind of just be like, not really charming, but just kind of lighthearted, I guess.
I think it's so he can be obnoxious.
I think it's funny.
He annoys the shit out of the nurses because like they'll come up.
I know.
And they're trying to like do their job because they have like tons of buildings to do. And he's like, "Got any ice cream?" They're just like, "Take your fucking pills."
Yeah. I think a lot of them think he's being sarcastic, but like that one nurse, she's got like that tattoo right here. I always forget her, like Jody or something. I think is her name.
We'll go with Jody.
Yeah, it reminds me of the comedian that was talking about this guy
from The Watchmen.
He had a tattoo that said "fuck"
Fuck Linda.
Fuck Linda. And he's like, either this means one or two things. That he really fucking hates Linda, and he has to remind himself of this every day, or he has to remember to be intimate with Linda. And either way, Linda can do better.
Nice. I've actually seen a tattoo similar. I can't remember what the guy's name was, but he had his eyebrows shaved, and he had like a really nice cursive. Like, if you didn't know what it said, other than the fact that his tattoos on his eyebrows, I'm like,
really good penmanship.
I was just like, wow, it's like learning in like old English and it says "fuck bitches."
As his eyebrows.
Instead of eyebrows, he has
So if ever he was out in the world, in the free world, he was like, you know what? I want a grown people job. And
yeah,
he would, like wait 2 weeks, let his eyebrows grow out, and they'd be like, you look like an attractive person to
I think he would have
employ.
to fill him in.
Yeah.
With like some eyebrow pencil, probably.
Every morning
he's
just like,
clown.
this is what I've done to myself.
Makeup.
Like, we got this.
You could just have the eyebrows tattooed on there.
He goes to Sephora.
That's how you can fix it. Just tattooed on there.
Just put smiley faces or something.
Wait, so what about Jody's tattoo? What is it?
It's like a it's like a knife, and there's like a heart next to it. I don't ever really look at it, but I forgot.
Is it that old disgruntled lady?
Yeah,
who's always talking shit to them.
Yeah, she's always talking shit.
Yeah.
I'm just.
She's my favorite nurse because so many of the nurses are uncomfortable with them because they always make like these lewd comments, like sexual references. She's been there for years, like 20 years. So she's like heard it all, seen it all, does not give a fuck, and she'll just outright talk shit to them.
I'll tell them. I'll tell her like, hey, the guys are unracked, and a couple of them are taking showers. She's like, ain't nothing I ever seen. I've never seen. I was just like, even so, I think you're more comfortable just being like just outside the unit. She's like, whatever.
If that makes you more comfortable.
Yeah, she's like an older. Yeah, but like some of the younger ones, some of the younger nurses.
I've seen dicks before.
Yeah, I know,
Even
right.
the male ones, a couple of male ones, they'll just be like, yeah, no, I'll stay right here.
Yeah, everyone else is like all
Are
uncomfortable.
they in
It's
rack?
just like,
Can I just stay here? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's cool. Don't worry
What's
about it.
on rack?
Oh,
when they
yeah.
come out of their cells.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, yeah.
That's jail jargon for come out your cell into the day room.
I still don't really understand, like, what
It doesn't make
actually-
any sense.
yeah.
There are
And
no racks present.
and
Yeah,
rack.
I was like,
Yeah,
table time.
It's like, come out and go back in.
Table time.
Yeah.
Man, tabletop goes hard.
So anyways,
son.
yeah, I was actually doing nurse pill call today, and the nurse that we had, she was like a C shift overtime, and there's something about like the late night shift nurses
Uh-huh.
that they're all fucking angry.
Because
they're-
they don't
they're-
sleep at night.
They're all just like night shift versions of Jenny, you know, or, like they don't have shit from anybody.
So they're all from New York?
Yeah, well, probably
From Brooklyn?
But it was this. I've never seen her before, but she was a young black nurse, and we were walking through, and she was just giving me a lot of talk. She's like, "Man, I'm so angry right now." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Well, I'm doing overtime. I kind of volunteered, but they kind of just told me to stay." And I was just like, "Man, that must suck." She's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's money. It's extra money, but I think I'm about to leave up out of here in like an hour because this shit is so disorganized. It's not even fucking funny." I was like, "I didn't."
How do you
I
kind
didn't
of volunteer?
Huh?
How do you kind of volunteer?
Because she probably said, like, if I have to, I'll stay. And they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah, don't ever say
Ah.
that.
Yeah.
They probably said something like, "Hey,
If you're not
we're gonna
willing
need
to
a
do
person."
It, don't
She
say
was like, "Well, if
Yeah.
you fucking need me, I'll do it."
Yeah. I think she was
Which
just...
is not an invitation to say, absolutely. It means I'm going to be fucking angry if you tell me
Yeah.
to, but I'm going to be a team player in this.
So she was like, she was just throwing out a bunch of, like, complaints that she had. Like, oh, morning shift, they do this wrong, this wrong, this wrong. And, like, we do it this way. And then they come in and they just fuck everything up. And I was just like, I was just laughing my ass off. And so she's given a bunch of inmates, like, their medication. Some... like they're just groggy and we're gonna put my shirt on. It's like, you're gross. Put it on.
I just one little thing. I told them when they made me put a shirt on, I was like, man, you working me like a dog.
Yeah.
I was like, because I told you to put your fucking shirt on. And like I said it like more polite like that. He's like, yeah, I guess when you put it like that.
Yeah, when you say it's like a simple task. Like, 1 second.
That's why I said, I was like, how is that working you like a dog? I asked you to put on your shirt.
Ridiculous. Yeah, and then we get to the last guy, and he's missing a leg. He's maybe like my age, and I think like he got hit. You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
24. I always like had this story for him. Like he got shot in the leg, but it hit that like really vital
He was
artery
just
there.
nipped.
Is this your headcanon?
Yeah.
For your
Yeah, it's just fanfic.
Yeah.
He told me it's really cool.
where
It's
we
just
are.
diabetes.
As he
It's
got
just
arrested,
diabetes.
they had to rush him to the hospital, so he's sitting there like handcuffed to like the operating table as they're like sawing his leg off.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so now he has no leg. And
That's great headcanon.
Thank you.
I bet it was like a zombie bite.
Well, it makes
He's
it
like,
more-
Rick, take
that's
the
more
leg.
exciting
It
than
worked
just
for
like,
Herschel.
yeah, I had type 2 and it caught up with me. Or
Yeah,
something like
I
that.
had the
And I'm just
sugar.
Like, oh, that's sad. My grandma had type 2.
Probably what happened to him.
Yeah.
No, if he's young, though,
Yeah,
probably
if
not.
he's
It was
young.
probably like a traumatic injury.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's maybe like 35, maybe 40.
Yeah, young people don't lose their limbs from
That's true.
diabetes.
Yeah, and he's not
They lose
fat
it from
either.
really
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
traumatic incidences.
Yeah, and it's like
It's
his
not fat,
entire. I
then.
think it's like a stub, maybe like 3 inches of
Yeah.
that's left on there.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like way above the knee.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Probably staph.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if that was the same guy, but there was another guy that had one leg, and he was like lower bunk, lower tier, so he could only be, he couldn't be like on a second floor or on a top
Yeah.
bunk. He would hop up on the top bunk with one leg
Yeah.
all the time. Like you just walk in there, you're just chilling on the top bunk. Like I just look at
When
him.
the cat gets in the cabinet,
Yeah.
there.
I was like, how'd you get up there? It's like, I got one leg, man. I'm not fucking crippled.
You're about to see what this one leg could do.
I still got arms. Yeah, but like,
His one leg is actually secretly a
A spring.
It's a jetpack. I got
So-
rocket boots, son.
so, okay, yeah, so this guy, I forget his name, but he's an H24. He's the last guy taking meds. And then the nurse says something like, oh, whatever, I think I need like an energy drink. I'm all flustered. Because she gave him one pill.
She
like
needs a
one
monster.
kind of pill instead of like 2 of the same pill.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, man, I messed up. And she's just trying to make like small talk and get the fuck out. And then he does this rule like, And it just kind of like ties in with that whole girl walking through New York for 10
I know
hours
where this is
thing.
going.
Yeah. And he goes, I was like, nah, you'll be fine. You're already doing like halfway better than like most of the morning shift nurses, and with half the complaints, so you're good. Don't worry about it. And she just kind of like, and then the guy goes, well, in my opinion, I think you're doing an excellent job at this. And then it just like got all like.
Did you give him that look? Just like, nah, bro.
It was just kind of. You ever seen that one where it's like a meme of a black guy? I think he's sitting in class and his head's cocked back and it just says "bruh." It's like,
yes.
Like
yes.
that.
Did you give him that look?
Yeah, I was just kind of. I just looked at him. It was more like the frowny like stick man thing, like the.
Oh yeah.
Like that, like
What'd
really.
you just say? Like right now,
Really.
What did she do?
She did just the typical like.
Don't
Did
murder
she
me,
give him
please.
The nervous smile and just kind of like.
Don't murder me.
And just kind of started walking away, and I was like, "Get back."
I guess
And then closed the door, and then he was just like, "What?" And
She
I was
didn't
just like,
side
yeah.
eye Chloe him.
No. No, she was kind of like,
Please don't kill me.
I was like,
See,
yeah.
but that's the same reaction in public as it is in a prison. So
Yeah.
there's something messed
That's
up about
true,
that
though.
situation.
Yeah, and then like from there, I was just like, all those feelings I had were like people, because I made a big diatribe about it on the Facebook group. This dude, it was just like he had posted the Leia walking through NYC for 10 hours.
Yeah.
He was like, this is funny compared to the whatever.
The other one is not supposed to be funny.
Well, he was like,
That's
he
not
was
funny at all.
Well, he
It's
goes,
fucking
this
terrifying.
one's actually funny and entertaining, unlike the other garbage video.
wow.
And then another dude, what's his name, Jacob?
Faith and humanity.
I think it was Trussell. He goes, I hope you don't mean garbage as in like useless or something. I forget what the argument. He was like, oh no, I think that video is a complete waste of time, blah blah blah. But speculate away. And so there's this whole argument, and then I just kind of I thread killed it. No one else responded. I'll take that as
Amaru, the thread killer.
Yeah, but then
What did you thread kill it?
He's an
I'll have to
he's an
find
ace
it.
in submarines.
Yeah.
He deep sixes everything.
Nice.
What?
But it was
A
essentially
deep
what
six.
What
Deep
What
six.
the fuck is a deep six? That
You
sounds
sunk a
so
ship.
That's
dirty.
where babies come from.
That's when you stab the womb.
Stab in the womb.
I was using Jen as an example because she used to live in New York, and she hit puberty at a really early age, and so she was like, I can see where the guy's coming from, but I got cat calls like that and stuff too. But I was walking to school at 12 years of age, getting the same exact cat calls as the girl in the video.
Okay,
and that girl was like what, 26, 27?
Yeah.
And she was like, I was going through a very confusing time in my life. Like I was discovering my sexuality. And, stuff like that doesn't help because it makes you think that that's normal, and it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not normal.
So I had broken down for that guy, but then seeing, like, that inmate and the way he reacted, and it, like, put everything in perspective. And, like, that's what I want my argument to be. Like, that no matter how innocent, like, when you just hear something and, like, have a nice day, but you know... Like to me,
it's the way they say
I'm
it.
having trouble.
Yeah, I know what
it.
you're saying. It's like the way
It's
they
like
say
when
it.
you see a person's face, you know what the connotation
Yeah.
is. And only hearing it is half the understanding.
But the
when it comes to
tone
something
is
like
really
that.
what
Yeah.
tells it. Like, it's different to say, if the inmate would say, hey, I think you're doing an excellent job.
Yeah.
Like that's just like,
I
hey,
really appreciate
this is
you,
your compliment.
like being on
Yeah.
time.
I'm being
doing
respectful.
stuff.
But
Well, to me,
like,
it's like
I think
if-
you're doing an excellent job.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I
Wink,
think
wink,
you're doing
nudge,
an excellent
nudge.
job. And then he just kind of gives us like,
Yeah, because
it's like the Mr. Bean, if you know what I mean, look.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not even like one of those things where there's a gray area. Like, it's fucking transparent because they do it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. I love the nurses that just get thrown right back at him. Like, one of the guys, he tried to say something, she's just like, you disgust me, and just, like, drop the pills on there.
I could poison you, and no one would care.
And then everyone in the unit was like, oh, what'd you say? She said, you disgust her. They were talking shit for, like, an hour.
I love
great.
Zombie's response. Anytime, or what she was telling me, some guy at a con like came up to her and he was like, "Oh,
He's creeping on her.
He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're so hot," and she just turned around. She was like, "What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?" And he was just like, and he just like walked away.
No. She's like, you raised my ficus.
A ficus,
And
that's
it,
what I was
run,
trying to
it, like turns off.
Ficus.
And like loud, very
Yeah.
loud.
I love it.
Announcing to everyone, this guy's a creeper.
I remember you telling the story before, and then when we were at the Weird Girls panel, I
Yeah.
got to hear it from her live.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
funny. I was like, oh, that's not
Because like in the deep grace or
Oh my God.
yeah, in the
Yeah.
voice.
And
It's
her
like,
voice, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Oh man, but you know, going back to the whole catcall things, like it's really ingrained into our society.
Yeah.
And it never leads to an actual encounter with women ever because they're like, "Oh, please don't murder me." I mean,
Yeah.
that nurse was afraid with you there with
Yeah.
a prisoner, but that
Yeah.
is the same reaction if you were there in public and someone said that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would, the whole "please don't murder me" smile and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not a good
Exactly.
sign in society. That's what happens. And
Whether
I've never
you're with an
catcalled
inmate
anyone.
or-
I've never bothered anyone in that fashion
Mhm.
because that's creepy as fucking hell.
Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, whenever I look at the comments for stuff, and there's always the guys who are like, well, it's just a compliment. Like, guys wish they could get complimented. It's like, it's a completely different situation.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's this complete, like, mental disconnect where they don't realize, like, there's a difference between complimenting somebody and harassing somebody. And it's
Yeah.
not, it's not a thin line. It's
There
just,
is not.
Okay.
yeah.
Compliment.
Right.
Carlisle, you look lovely this evening.
Thank you, sir.
Carlisle, your dick is amazing. Like, you know, one's kind
Well,
of, you know,
Thank you.
yeah. One's like, okay, you know,
Those
you
pants
hear
really
stuff like,
compliment that bulge.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
David
Nice
Bowie.
bulge.
Right.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, it's like there's a difference between saying something nice and being a fucking disgusting prick.
Yeah, and even when it's like something that could be like something like in another example with inmate, like he was like telling one of the nurses that her jeans look nice, and it's not like he was a legit compliment like I like your jeans, those are really cool pants. Where'd you get them? It was like I like those jeans, and she just like played off like I like them too. That's why I bought them. You know? Here's another one that's fun to deal with, but it's like it's I don't know. I feel like a lot of guys feel threatened. It's like they feel like whenever you're for something, and if they're not in that category, they automatically feel like you're attacking them. Like whenever I read these comments, like that's what I've surmised by people's reactions, where it's like, well, if you're for women, you have to be against men. It's like, no, that's not at all the case. But that seems to be like the pervading like mindset with a lot of guys. It's just like, no.
I can't quite understand it because I've never been there. I've never
Yeah.
been in the mentality of us versus them with women. Maybe because I have a sibling, I have a sister, and I was with my sister and my mom a lot, so I'm used to feminist culture. It's not even a culture. They're human beings. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't understand it, and it drives me crazy because it makes me so mad. Because like, how could you even think this way?
Yeah.
Who taught you this way? Like, if I have a son and I hear him catcall, that's probably worse than one of the worst things I could ever hear him like say.
Mm.
Because that's the worst of the worst. Like, sexist, racist. You know,
Yeah.
those are the worst things you could do. And like, if you heard your child say that, what would you do? You know, you probably.
Well, some people
Yeah.
don't think it's a problem.
Yeah,
is a
which-
problem.
Which is the problem? Is those people
Yeah,
should not.
I
be
mean
allowed
there
to
is a
touch other.
difference between a compliment and harassment,
Yeah.
and I work in an office, and so of course they do like sexual harassment training videos, and they're so fucking weird to watch.
No.
Well, because like they're kind of like really cheesy,
Yeah.
but yeah, but the
Target had a really weird one when I worked there.
what?
Target.
Agreed.
Like what happened?
Did you work at Target? I
Yeah.
feel like everyone's kind of.
I actually kind of felt
Even
sexually
if you
harassed by
haven't.
watching it. To be really honest.
I feel not so
Yeah.
fresh right now.
Like,
Because
was like a-
even their kosher compliments were kind of like, ooh,
I don't
I
know
don't
about
want
that
my
one.
manager to say
Yeah,
that to
I
me.
no,
like the
I
way
felt
you
that
look
way
in that
too.
dress, and was just like,
Don't actually
The way
say
you
that.
say
Yeah,
it like that,
yeah.
bro, is
Like-
fucking weird.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, there's a difference. Like, oh my god, like your dress is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like that's
Well,
really saying
okay.
that the,
Who made it or
not
something
yeah
like that.
yeah.
Well, no, like
It's
it
hard
seems like
lying.
okay. My office is primarily women, and there are very few men, and they seem uncomfortable to give the women compliments because probably most of them don't know how to do it without sounding fucking creepy.
Yeah.
But there's a couple in particular that they've complimented one of the women and then like immediately been like, but
at least they're thinking about
like,
it.
Hey, that dress
It's
is
a
very
learning.
beautiful, or that color is really good on you. But it wasn't like that color is really good on you. It was just like that color is nice for your fucking skin tone.
If you want to say something nice, if you want to say something nice to someone and you're worried about it sounding sexualized, do something that's not really sexual. Like, oh man, I really like your purse.
Yeah.
Even if you don't really care about purses because you're a guy.
Well, I
That's
did
still
have
a
one of my
compliment.
coworkers checking out my shoes, and he was like, "Oh, I really like your shoes." And I was like, "Thanks." And he lingered a little too long,
Oh.
and that was the moment I realized he has a shoe fetish.
I was just about to say, probably.
I think I know which one this is.
And I wasn't really uncomfortable. I was just like, I learned something new today.
So I gotta go to my side job at
Because
Payless.
he wasn't like creepy about it. Just like he lingered just a little too
Like still
long.
looking at him like, where did you get them?
I must
They
have
come in
those in my
size
collection.
13 nose breath.
It was more like he was not interested in buying them for himself,
Ah, right,
rather for a lady friend.
Right. Yeah.
That kind of shoe fetish.
So
Ah.
that he could lick them.
Or at least a quote-unquote lady friend.
Yes.
As she stepped on his scrotum.
For
I
a
mean,
nominal
probably.
fee. Yes. And you love
Hey,
every
everyone has a
moment.
kink.
Got one on my neck.
Daddy.
Because you say .com. Proud sponsor of the podcast.
Only, right?
Oh, I know, right?
Oh my God.
I kind of went through like a minor thing like that the other day. I saw a nurse and I was like, I really like the way her hair looks. I'm gonna compliment her. And then I sat on it for 5 minutes because for one, I was in the control room, so I'd have to like go out of my way because all the
That's
windows,
fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
all the windows are tinted. I would have to go out of the way. And be like, hey, I really like your hair. And then
And then like pop back in.
I know. So, like, so that's one reason not to do it. And then the second would be like, I don't want her to think I'm hitting on her and think I'm a total creeper. So I just kind of sat there and was just like, I really like her hair. It looks nice.
I
It
hope
was,
somebody compliments
It was
her.
it wasn't a nurse actually. It was the commissary lady.
Oh,
And
okay.
She had that really ugly bob for the
Yeah, I
longest
know what you're
time.
talking about.
I was like, I hate her hair. It's so weird.
And then did she fix that shit?
Yeah,
She did
it
it?
looks like the Albertsons symbol. The Albertsons A.
It's
It was
your
like
store.
perfectly bobbed. Like
Wow.
right there at her jawline. I was
Maybe
like,
she used to work at Albertsons.
For symmetry. Yeah, but then it was like a super high rise at the back. So
Whoa.
and then she just kind of let it grow, and it was like a
R.I.P.
nice,
Albertsons.
like straight shoulder length hair. And I was just like, I like it. It complements her.
You
more.
should have just got on the intercom and said, that looks much better than your bob cut.
Well, when
That
we-
way you
That's
just come
gonna
off
get
as
you
an
in trouble.
asshole and not creepy.
when Kimberly used to work for us, I remember seeing her walk by, and I was a S&E, so I was sitting there with Kimberly,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, that lady's so nice, but I fucking hate her hair. She was like, well, I don't know, I kind of like it.
That was like a response to everything.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Well, I don't
I
know.
miss her. We haven't seen her in so long. She lives like right down the road. But she's like, I don't know, I kind of like it. I was like, I do too. I just feel like,
That's the may I speak with a manager haircut.
yeah,
It's
like, I just feel
described.
like for her personality,
Oh,
that hair
man.
doesn't match.
She has a bitch haircut,
Yeah.
but like a winning personality.
Yes,
Winning.
Yes, that's how I felt. So I finally saw nice hair, and I was just kind of like, nah.
Did you cry a little bit on the inside of joy for her? Like, that's what I've
Yeah.
been wanting for you.
It gave confidence to me. I was just like, yeah, she's happy.
She's happy.
She must be really happy right
She got
now.
discounts on the commissary items.
Handing out discounts.
Well, yeah, just making them rain.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of happy, I was going to say,
That was
speaking
a
of...
good segue.
Yeah, I didn't really...
Before we get into topics, we gotta. What?
That's exactly what I was going to
okay,
segue into.
okay. Sorry.
Oh.
So before we get to topics, Ace has got a whole new video.
Oh yeah.
He's-
Video or video?
Video.
Series.
Oh, I've only seen the first
Channel?
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
a whole
he's doing his own series now.
Yes, I am. It's called Pigeon Eyed Productions. You can find it on YouTube. Exactly.
That was really good.
I was really. I can't even do that.
What
It's
happened to
basically
that?
me. Yeah, wow. Impressive.
Coming
Wait,
out of nowhere.
Luis, was that you or
It's-
that was
it's-
was
it's
that your
a
actual
comic
bird?
book Bubble pop. We could just,
That was me.
The pigeon
We're just
bubble?
we're just gonna eventually a podcast is gonna be entirely just sounds.
The
That'd
comic-
be awesome.
We should have bird watching time with Luis every week.
No, that'd be awesome. It's literally just
He can
Luis.
have him like come to the windowsill.
It's just Luis looking at his birds for an hour.
Talking to them.
I'm in.
He has names for them. Hi, Jeremy. Ryan, you're looking very good today.
Nice to see
Penelope,
you, Rhonda.
This one is Michael Keaton.
He's Batman.
He's Birdman.
Rhonda's the feisty one.
And this year's Ricardo Montalban.
What happens when these two birds get together in the same cage?
They create 20 more birds.
Yes.
But anyway.
Next on
It's an
MTV's
all-out
Birdhouse.
fight. Bloodbath.
When birds stop acting polite and start being real.
Mad real.
Oh my god. Anyway, so that's what we're talking about. Your series or some shit about birds.
My channel.
You're serious about birds?
It's not actually about birds. It's me drunk, explaining things and doing other things. Like, there's gonna be more on my channel than me explaining things to people while drunk. That's pretty much it. It usually comes out on Thursdays at 3 o'clock.
Nice.
Cool.
So expect it every week unless I don't do it. So
So it can finally fill the hole in my heart of Carissa Explains It All, because now I have Ace Explains It All.
There you go.
it's even better because it's
Yes.
very
So what are
drunk.
gonna be
And
like?
drunk.
Have you put much thought into what some of the topics might be? Like, you know, little wine tasting.
Oh, you know, you had asked like for topic suggestions,
Yeah.
and I couldn't remember mine until right now. I want to know why, because Agamemnon has, or Amuru now, who has the poster of the mountain range for Lord of the Rings. I want you to do
It's a
one.
map of Middle Earth.
I want
Why is the mountain range?
A mountain range.
I want to
This
know.
is a great picture of the Rockies.
I want to know why the mountains.
This is a great picture of the Mordor mountain.
I want to know.
Mordor before I got slaughtered in it.
So Adam Lord of
So
the
you-
Rings,
so
bro.
you want the
I want to know why it's not physically possible for those mountain ranges
for
to be
those
like
mountain
that.
ranges?
Yeah, drunk explained.
Oh, you're talking about like the.
Because every time we're over there, he's like, "I hate those mountains."
Yeah.
It drives me crazy.
Possible.
I've never seen a mountain range form a U. It hasn't happened.
Yes.
Yeah, I can totally do that. Yeah, so
Drunk.
Achievement
drunk.
unlocked.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, so so far I've kind of tested out a few topics, and the ones that I've liked a little bit more are more scientific based.
So your first one.
Is it kind of like the Vlog Brothers, maybe?
Kind
Kind
of.
of?
They
Like when
do
you're getting
more
a
like
vlog.
social issues
Yeah,
mixed
yeah.
with science and stuff.
Mine's a little bit more like. So far, it's been like Animal World. So like I did how do bears poop during hibernation,
Yeah. I like that.
which is a very like you never really think about it until someone's like, "Hey, how do they do it?" And I'm like, "Oh, how do they?" So I found out. I have some requests for some history stuff. So I'm going on to that.
Do you want to tease what's coming out this week?
This week is the world's loudest animal.
Nice. Is it
Do
a
you know what
fox?
it
Is
is?
it a cricket?
Jiminy
Oh.
cricket?
You're in the right genus.
I feel like I know what it is. Like I've seen enough
you've seen enough
Discovery
of it.
Channel's top 10
Is it
most
Benedict
whatever's.
Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
know.
Based on
As a dragon.
So the loudest
Yeah.
Thundersnatch is my favorite one for Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbund.
Thundersnatch.
Thundersnatch. That sounds like him as James Bond.
Is it a hissing
Like, that would be
cockroach?
the name of it.
Yeah, just a Thundersnatch.
It is not
Benedict
a
Cumberbatch as
Good.
James Bond in Thundersnatch. Do you
Wah,
want to see more?
wah, wah, wah.
Bugged.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I was
anyways, it's mostly science-based so far. I'm hoping to branch out into more stuff.
What's coming out next week?
Next week, the week after this one, is a special Thanksgiving edition with someone very special that might be present right now in this room.
Oh, is it Jay?
It's not me.
please say it's me.
Wait, we were drinking. It could have been Jay.
Drug J.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
only on beer too.
It just falls off the microphone. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. Yeah, I've seen. I didn't realize there were 2 episodes. I've only seen the first one with the bears.
The second one hasn't come out yet.
Oh, that explains why I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm on my second video. It's not even.
If only I could time jump.
So yeah, every Thursday at 3.
Pigeon Eyed Productions.
Pigeon Eyed Productions.
Which Pigeon Eye is an archaic term for drunk.
Oh, you with your
Pigeon
fancy
Eyed.
knowledge.
It's a what term though?
It's a term for drunk.
Oh, I thought you said
Arcade.
You said
Arcade.
an arcade term, sir.
Arcade.
I was like, hang on, I know a lot about arcade.
Yeah, I
I've
love
fucking
arcade.
heard that term before.
Right, sir. I know a lot about arcade.
And I mean a lot.
I played one
What?
once, and I'd never heard
That's
that
kind of
term.
like based on my experience. Like, how can you explain these things? I was like, I just look them up, guys.
Yeah, right. You're like, how do you know all this knowledge? One word.
It's called read a book.
I was trying to type it into YouTube, and I started to type Pigeon Pied.
That might get you to a different channel.
I don't think anything was coming up. I see Pigeon Eyes.
Yeah, there's like a lot of junk in the way. Try to sort filter by channels.
Oh,
Not very
man.
popular. I only have.
Not yet. Pigeon Eyed Productions. There we go.
His icon is the
Boom!
from Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is it the good feathers?
Good
Feathers, I mean?
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Feathers.
They are good feathers.
Yeah. So
We're getting you up to double
I
digits.
think everyone who's gone out there and already like watched the video and subscribed because that's really cool. I didn't think anyone would like it. So
Thank you. I like it.
The bear one's pretty
It
fun.
was great.
yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I like it. Are you ever going to have like a guest pigeon host?
Oh yeah.
Just like flying around while you're trying to talk, and it's just flying around
Oh,
and
an actual
shitting
pigeon?
everywhere.
Hell no. I
Like,
hate birds.
Pigeon, I'm trying to give
Freaking
technology,
hate birds. We have
please.
cats too.
Yeah, our cat would eat it.
Our tabby would kill it. For
Well,
sure.
then at least you'd know once the show's over. Bird.
That's
She
true.
caught
Be
it.
no more.
It's dead. It's over.
Oh, man. Well, I'm excited to see the next episode. The first one, yeah, I was like, I was watching it. At the same time, I was like, this is really interesting, but I'm glad I'm not eating right now.
I got like really into it. I drunk too. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Butt plugs.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was like, I forgot what you had said exactly, but you're like, it's like one of the things where a lot of fun comes from, butt plugs. And it just like cuts to the next thing. But for those of you who don't know exactly how that plays into how bears poop while they hibernate, you should watch the video.
Yeah, you should really watch that video.
It will-
It's very informative
It'll expand your mind.
and hopefully entertaining.
You'll laugh, you'll drink, you might poop yourself. I can't make any promises.
Or not if you have a butt plug.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they're for.
It'll make
right?
you think about butt plugs in a whole new way.
Yeah, if you weren't already thinking about them. I
I'm always thinking about things.
just put the channel, yeah, sponsored by AdamEve.com. I just put the, I
Hey,
just,
how did that advert work out? Not good.
What
happened?
oh man. Well, now you're gonna put me on the spot. So throughout the years of the vast history of PunchingTheWallsReality.com, we've gotten requests to have like sponsored articles. You'll write about something, and then they'll pay you like I don't know, like $100 to put like a little link for whatever they're advertising. 9 out of 10 times, it's like casinos. So we got so tired of writing like articles about casinos. It's like top 10 casino movies. It's like I wrote this 3 months ago, but I need money for equipment. So okay, yeah. And then finally we got like a random one. It was just like it was the same place as like Total Marketing, and they're like, yeah, we'd like to put an article on your website. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then they're like, our client is AdamEve.com. I'm like, okay.
I'm liking where this is heading.
I remember telling
Butt plugs.
I remember telling Jenny about that. She's like, "You made it! You made it!"
If the porn industry is contacting you, you did good. You did
You did
good.
good.
My first thought was I don't want like the little like ads on the side that show stuff to have like dildos when people come to this website. So that's that's what I was assuming. I'm like, oh wait, it's only like a little text link.
Maybe just like
Yeah.
the lady in the late night commercials. It's just like a blonde girl in a red dress,
Yeah.
and like in front of a white room, and just like, hey, you can get all kinds of cool stuff. Like
We'll mail it discreetly to your
Yeah,
mail.
yeah.
You'll get not
like
one,
We're gonna
not
send you a
two,
box
not three,
that
but
says
8
dildo.
toys.
Yeah. And
So
you'll get-
sexual, we can't even say it on air.
Yeah, yeah.
I always wonder about that because, like, I know a lot of weird stuff. I was like, what is it that you're thinking?
I know.
Of?
I want to know what it is. I want to order it just to know because I guarantee you're gonna find out. I'm like, what?
It's just BDSM.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, I know, right?
It's just that. I thought we were gonna get a lot weirder, like live animals involved.
It's just a ball gag. Come on, guys.
Come on.
Who hasn't had a Gimp mask or two in their life? But so theirs was actually something different. It was like horror movies and it was like I think like the top 5 like scream queens or whatever.
Well,
and I guess
that's kind of
and I guess
From
like
Adam and Eve.
well, like Adam and Eve had like rated one of their movies, like an actual like non-pornographic movie. It was something like that. I forgot how it worked out. So it was actually pretty discreetly put in there. So like, all right, we could do this, But they really like no payment was ever discussed. And every time we had done one of these, like they've usually like either we've made an offer or they made an offer.
Yeah.
So this time nobody made an offer. And so they never really actually paid us. Because I guess it was just one of those where they wanted backlinks as opposed to like an ad. But I don't know, I'm going to email them back again. Because I think they did specifically say advert. So I don't know. But so I kind of dropped the ball on that one. But if you want to read the article. So that's what happened with that. But
just like remembered it.
Yeah, I was trying to forget it.
We had this thing with Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Oops.
I was like, I don't have ads on my YouTube channel because I was like, I don't know what's gonna go in front of there. And it's really weird.
I try to put ads on there, but I have like a couple of kung fu videos on there that I just threw on there because I like them. Like one was from like Ip Man versus the Northerners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's like that whole fight that leads up to him going one-on-one with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And like when they first start out going down like Kung Fu Street and not killing, but like
Kung Fu
beating
Street.
everybody. That one dude
I live on Kung Fu
just
Street.
beating everybody. And I had it on there, and then I got a thing, and I've had it on there for like maybe 3 years.
Oh, like you're using copyrighted material.
Yeah, you're using
Blah, blah,
copyrighted
blah.
material. You're not allowed to monetize it. Like none of my shit's monetized. Like,
Yeah, I was like, dude, there's a reason for that.
And then I got one like maybe like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, something like that. Because I have an old ass Mushroom Wars video.
They're just gonna say an old ass mushroom.
And it was like the music on this video is copyrighted, and if they want, they can get what do you call it? Money off of it.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like
They
that.
can take that.
They can take your incentives, and I was like, well, one, I didn't monetize it, and two, it's got like 50 views in the last like 30 years.
Yeah, they'll send you that even when you don't monetize if it's any type of copyrighted material. Because they did that with my Walking Dead videos. I had like at least 10, and then only one of them got flagged. And I was like, how did you not see all the other ones that are all linked out there?
It's all automatic.
Yeah, it was lame. So I think I just deleted it and re-uploaded it.
I can't believe I did a film project for a class, my film appreciation class, and we did a redub, a smash up of Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so that's still up there, on my not on Pigeon Eyed, but on another channel. It's still there. Totally fucking copyrighted shit. The music's got everything's.
It's not monetized. Though.
It's not monetized, so I shouldn't get in trouble for it. But I was just like, it's there. Still haven't bothered with it.
But I think you also clicked off a thing that it was for school.
Yeah, I made it really clear.
probably-
This is for school. I'm putting it on here for school. This is this is fair use. Fuck you. This is totally fair use.
That's how you get around it. But this is for my
Just
school.
put that.
This is for Xavier's School of the Gifted.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm not
Those are
monetizing
the magic words.
Yeah, fuck you.
Not even making money off it. You fucking assholes.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube.
Yeah.
You used to be cool.
Yeah. Then they got corporate.
Yeah, man, you sold out YouTube. Now you're there
Literally.
too. So, in positive news, the screenwriter for Guardians of the Galaxy, Nicole Perlman, is going to be writing her own Gamora comic.
That's
Yeah.
really exciting.
Yeah, I saw that today.
I
I was
really
like-
like Gamora.
Ladies writing ladies.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Yeah, because I don't know, Gamora. I mean, the movie was pretty much my first and really only exposure to Gamora, other than
Exposure?
Exposure.
I collected the old.
A vast
old,
exposure.
It was like 8 years ago.
The Galaxy.
Nova comic when Annihilation was a big deal.
Yeah.
And
You
I
guys
was
have a
all
comic?
infatuated with the hotness of Gamora. She had that unitard thing that's
Yeah.
kind of more like a space bathing suit.
Yeah.
And then as I'm assured, and then they when
It's
I
for the
got
meteor
into
showers.
the Bendis' Guardians, and they changed her outfit, I was like, That is so much more practical. Like, why would I was like
Why
a
would you
horn
with the other
dog back
one?
then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, kind of am now, even still, but it's
We
centered.
all kind of are.
It's centered now.
Yeah, like you kind of like know the balance. Like
Yeah,
I
it's like if
appreciate good
If
characters
you're
in
fighting,
reasonable clothes.
yeah, if
Yeah.
you're fighting superheroes in space, like, I want that. People always like have that counter argument, like it's fiction. Not everything has to make sense. Like, yeah, but when you're in space, I think there's this certain aroma of like believability that you need to be wearing something practical, especially if you're in a fucking battlefield.
Yeah.
A space bathing suit with a skull on the waist.
Oh my god, her
banded.
tits have got to look amazing in
I
zero
know.
gravity.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's like crazy hot. It's like, wear that. In bed or something.
Sometimes I wish we had less gravity, so my tits would look like comic book characters. Let's just be real.
We should all be so lucky to be drawn by Rob Liefeld.
That video still kills me. I'm like, water buffalo. I'll just say it randomly, like, water buffalo.
And we say it the way you do.
Water
buffalo.
We were at HEB, like, looking at beer, and we were like, water buffalo. People are like walking by like, what the fuck is wrong with those two?
Oh,
Do
man.
they even count?
Shout out
Oh
to
yeah,
Mr.
that reminds me. I
Ryan.
still gotta write the sequel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just speaking of that, there's like, we did this on a previous podcast, and we were reading Liefeld's script for like the origin of Image, and it's really bad, and I really want to actually film it. Like, it's just
Approve this.
Yeah, because it's just, I don't know, maybe like what would be like a 5-minute short, and it's like him talking to Eazy-E, and it's so bad. It's
So
Rob
do it.
Liefeld.
I'm planning to. I just haven't done it yet.
Hey bud,
Water
what's up,
buffalo.
bud?
So please tell me how you ever got to draw for anyone ever.
It was the 90s. Drops mic.
Button fly
No one
jeans.
cared.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my
Button
god.
fly jeans.
Yeah, have you ever seen the
seen-
commercial?
Yeah.
The fur.
Levi's reached
Someone
out.
looking at her.
Thank you.
He had
Levi's
the pouches.
reached out to Rob Liefeld
And they said,
and gave him a TV spot for button fly jeans.
Yeah, this exists in reality.
Yeah.
You can actually find it on YouTube still.
Yeah.
Why
Oh
would
my
anyone
God.
want buttonfly jeans? Those are like the double.
The best,
You
the
know,
best part of the
I actually
commercial
had
was
those
like,
growing up, and they
so
were
do
the
you-
devil.
The best part of
I have to be really bad, but I can't.
Right.
They're the worst. Like I can't imagine like drunk people trying to get like.
Oh my god, that's
So,
that's probably what happened to Fergie.
I think it was like right after he started Image. So
Yeah.
they're like doing like the interview.
They were like
/
rock
commercial thing
stars.
of him wearing the button fly jeans and he just sit like on a stool.
So did they like distort
There
his
you
body?
go.
to look
I
like
just
he's
linked it up.
running?
Unfortunately, no. Well, maybe because it's Levi's and they like to distort bodies. But they're just
Take
asking
that,
him questions.
Levi's.
So how'd you get started? And he's just like explaining himself. Like, do you have any formal experience? And he's just like,
No.
no.
Yeah, that's the best part.
He does the best part. They set him up to be like to make this dickish no, like no, and they're like explains everything.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
we just had
It was
that.
the 90s.
We just had to know that and pay you for us to know that. Unfortunately,
I mean that shit kind of flew back in the '90s too. I mean like IT and almost everywhere. Like I don't have experience.
Back
When you do it, maybe.
Yeah, right. I'll figure
You're
it
hired.
out.
It was like, what?
Well, it reminds me of it's funny you say that because I was reading the Mary Sue a couple days ago, and they had like adverts from like the 50s. And it was just like IT is the woman's job.
Oh yeah, I just saw that
And I was
recently.
just
Yeah.
like, holy shit! I mean, that's cool, but that's like so weird.
But
where
now
it's
it's
just
a
like,
boys' club.
Yeah.
we're like kind of like the way like being a secretary was like the woman's job back in those days, and they're like, yeah, IT does all these things that like pretty much what a network administrator does nowadays, but for like $90,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, holy shit, that's so crazy. And it was just like a thing to like, you're female, you think you can do this? Yes. Okay, you're hired.
It kind of
And now it's like, you need a college degree and probably at least 6 years experience.
Well, yeah,
Before
yeah.
you can even start at the internship level.
It's like
Yeah,
we
no,
need
it's
to have all
seriously
this
like that.
experience and education so we can retrain you to do it completely different than you've ever done it.
No, it's like I went into desktop support, and like everything I learned there, they're like, yeah, we're gonna teach you because all of our systems are proprietary. So
Yeah.
like like it doesn't matter. Like you have to get taught anyways, and so.
Mm.
Like these people who spend like 4 years in a college degree to get to just desktop support is like you could just take a certification, work your way up, and
Yeah.
saves you some time and money, and then you could go to school for something that you really like to do.
Butt plugs.
Butt plugs.
101.
Hey, that is a good industry to get into because I'm pretty sure there's just going to be more people that need more butt plugs. So.
Oh, man. So I found the script. I'm going to attempt to read it. Attempts. I was about to say I'm going to attempt to read it without butchering it, but here we go. I was going to read a little part of it because it makes me laugh. So basically, he actually wants to make this into a movie. I just want to stress this. Like, he actually has intentions to get people to give him money to make this a reality.
Wait, who?
Robert Liefeld.
Oh, it's
What are you
Robert
reading?
now?
Okay, this is...
You on a proper name basis with
Yes,
him now?
yes.
Me
He's
and
friend
Robert.
of the show, sir. Friend of the show.
Me and Robert.
But Rob Liefeld, this is a script that he wrote about when he met NWA rapper Eazy-E. And Eazy-E wanted to do a comic book with him
Okay.
All right.
to set the scene.
Okay. I feel like we need to like a story time.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
Golden Apple Comic Book Store. Exterior. Night. The long line continues to extend outside the street. People are happy and content. The short black man approaches Rob. He wears a Raiders hat and a shiny puffy jacket, jeans, and a high-top tennis shoes. Eazy-E. What's up, playa? Rob looks up, startled to see the face of his favorite rapper, Eazy-E of NWA, stands before him. Rob stands, thrilled to meet the legendary rapper. Eazy-E grabs his hand and pulls Rob close, hugging him like they were close friends. Eazy-E, the man who becomes notorious for yelling, "Fuck the police," talks with a surprisingly soft voice. "I'm loving me some Youngblood, bro." Eazy-E holds up the cover of Youngblood with his prominent African-American cast exploding off the page. He taps at the characters on the corner. Eazy-E, keeping it real, I see. Rob, thank you. Thank you very much. Eazy-E turns to Bill, the store owner, motions for him to come over. My boy Rob needs to chill for a bit. He's on break with me for a few. Okay, I'm just going to skip. There's this one part in particular that was really funny. Oh, here it is. Man, I want to make comics with you. That's a natural progression with me. Comics and music. You draw brothers. You draw brothers. Oh, God damn it. You draw good brothers, brother. He pops the trunk. That was the moment where I'm like, we have to make this. Eazy-E, let me get some of my new CDs. A view of the trunk reveals several automatic weapons and firearms strewn over and around, CDs scattered in every direction. Rob is startled. This is straight up gangster, like nothing he'd encountered growing up in Orange County. You like that, huh, Eazy-E? Eazy-E looks back at Rob and smiles. He pushes past the machine gun to grab Rob a CD. Here's my latest and greatest. Drops next month. You're getting a preview. I'm just going to stop there.
What the fuck?
It ends
Oh
with them
my
getting
God.
married.
You know any better? Rob Liefeld is like incredibly like racist.
Maybe
racist isn't the right word, but it's like stereotypical.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's what happened.
You
Maybe
draw
that's
very
good brothers,
uncultured, isn't it?
what
brother.
did you say about me earlier? That's his head canon.
Okay, as a white person, I apologize.
I apologize for the how white
I
that
got beer in
sounded.
my mouth.
Amara just like spit
Wow.
his beer. Did it go up your nose?
No.
All right.
Oh my god.
Get him next
I'll give
time.
you a moment. Let him swallow that.
I'm always
Talk amongst yourselves.
Fucking
Oh, man.
ridiculous. It's
Oh
like
my
butter. Like a big stick of butter.
The funny thing is, so he actually has been Eazy. Like, it's documented. There's a picture of them together.
Has
I'm-
Eazy-E read this
Well,
and
he-
been like...
Oh well,
Well, he's
I
dead,
approve.
so...
Oh.
he died
See,
in like 1996.
that's the thing that
of
sucks
Oh,
is
so
like-
he wrote this recently.
Yeah, this is recent.
Okay.
That's
so
the
he
thing.
could be lying out.
Oh yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure.
Chaos about
I'm sure it's a
this.
complete fabrication. That's why it's like, okay, yes, you met the man, and it's like, this is what really happened. Like, I'm sure
sure none of
nothing
this-
like this ever.
He's probably like,
happened.
"Hey, dude, I appreciate your comics," and like that was the end of the story.
Yeah.
So this needs to be an animated series.
Oh, that would be great.
Drawn by Rob Liefeld.
How
Yeah,
about
he might-
Rob
he might-
Liefeld impersonators?
How
Since I
can we
don't feel
finance
comfortable
this?
giving him money.
Right? It'd be a buddy comedy, Eazy-E and Rob Liefeld versus America.
I just kind of wanted it to be like him
With
telling
that
really
Albert,
kind of
I
racist
feel like that
stories.
should be-
Hey! I'm part of the Youngblood
It's a
Project.
different series, and each time it's a new racist story from Rob Liefeld about things that didn't happen, about people who are dead that cannot be like, "Hey, that didn't happen."
This is the time me and George Washington report crushed Delaware.
Next he's going to be like, I totally met Tupac.
Yeah.
I just love that. It's like, okay, I understand Eazy-E was a gangster rapper. I'm sure he didn't drive around with a trunk full of weapons.
Right?
Because he would have went to prison, you know? It's like, okay, come on.
I think he was rich enough to have someone else drive.
Yeah.
With a trunk full of guns.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 guns, but like an entire... And an
Like an arsenal?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Punisher style, like,
exactly.
you open the trunk, and he's like, which gun am I going to... Betsy's today.
But the thing that's like the most, like, just unrealistic about it, someone complimented his art. That just, I mean, I just can't, that just ruins the whole thing. It can't be true.
That's not true.
He said, you draw good.
Yeah.
I'm sure Robert Life. You draw good brothers, brother.
What the fuck?
Even if he really did say that, even if, which I doubt that was ever spoken aloud, ever.
As a white man writing that down, you sound fucking racist.
Well, not only do you sound racist, you sound like a white person.
Right?
Like, it just sounds really like...
But read it in like a white man voice.
Yeah.
You draw good brothers.
brother.
God damn it, Rob.
Oh, man.
Or what about that part of the script where he met Ty McFarlane?
Oh, and
Hey,
you say
bud.
Yeah, like Tommy McFarlane's like all of a sudden known for saying bud.
Yeah, because that's what
we don't do things like that.
Bud. Yeah, every sentence ended with bud.
Hey, Chief.
We had like a running thing going on for a while. Like, you want some pizza? You know I sure do, bud.
Okay, so that's like further proof, if the script itself wasn't proof that this never happened, where it's like, if you've ever seen Tom McFarlane, like I think he was on Talking Dead once, never said bud. I remember in my youth, I've met him twice, never said bud. And I'm sure knowing him at a more intimate level, maybe he says bud once or twice.
Like, hey, bud.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like,
That feels good, bud.
let me see what's in your pouches, bud.
Oh.
You draw good
Going
hellspawns, hellspawn.
Oh my god.
Oh man, Rob
Fun
Liefeld.
fact: all those pouches that Raphael had, that he drew, they were all filled with butt plugs.
That's why he can hibernate and not poop.
Yeah.
I love you, Luis.
That was a good
That
full
is
circle.
fantastic.
I really hope that Rob Liefeld's at the next Alamo City, because I want to record this and play it for him. And be like, I was inspired by your work.
Sir, will you read this for me?
I kind of want to be Rob Liefeld in this production.
Okay, there we go. Now we have a Liefeld. Now I just need... Actually, I want to be Easy.
Brother. I'm going to be like the most whitest person I can be.
I just want to do it where it's like... Because it's written like a screenplay, but I want to actually... Like, if you've ever read like some of Frank Miller's work, like, he'll have like dialogue, or not dialogue, but he'll like describe what's going on while you're seeing what's going on. It's really unnecessary. So I want to have like the narration where it's telling you what's happening, which is not supposed to be read, and have that read. Because like the way he describes stuff, where it's like, it's the most gangster thing he has ever seen.
But it's like a Morgan Freeman voice.
It's the most
That's exactly the voice I was wanting to do. Morgan Freeman, yeah.
The most gangsta
Yeah.
thing I ever saw,
I mean,
motherfuckers.
I do like movies with narration, but Frank Miller's narration is overly excessive. This is like, it was raining on the street. I'm like, we have an image showing us it's raining.
I'm pretty sure it's raining right now.
I got it. Thank you. I know what rain is. You didn't
You're
have
so
to.
nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Frank.
The dark street was dark while the lights were off. And the people that were on the street were on the street while they were on it. It's like, all right, bro, we can clearly see this.
People are alive when they're living. It's like John Madden and Frank Miller combined.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
He went 50 yards to go 50 yards.
You got to score touchdowns to get touchdowns, kids.
Oh, my God, they have to collaborate at some point.
And as he hit the touchdown, the ball hits the end zone. And it was a touchdown.
And Morgan Freeman voice.
The moment his foot touched down on the end zone.
Oh.
And the Lord said that it was good.
And on the 7th day, he read a Rob Liefeld comic. On the 8th day, he regretted it.
And destroyed the 8th.
But on the 9th day, he recognized he drew good brother.
We are really messed up people.
Oh, man.
Jesus. Do we have any comments? What are people saying in the chat?
The chat's kind of dead
Just
today.
kinda
We have Hot Glitch in the chat.
That's Dylan Miranda. She's our new writer.
Oh,
for
nice.
Weird
Cool.
Girls. Welcome, Dylan.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hello.
We have 2 guests, and then the other people that were in the chat ran off. Mark was there, Jenkins, and
He
then
probably had to go to work.
and
Works
Chris
some night
O. Alvarez disappeared on us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't have any of our regular.
he went to go.
Yeah.
We
he
don't
went-
have
Where's
Carrie. We
everybody
don't have
else?
Casey. We don't have Courtney.
I think Casey's been ill lately, so
Ah.
I don't blame her. She better be sleeping.
Well, Casey, I hope you get well soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
I almost got
By the-
sick last night.
By the time this
really?
message reaches British summertime, I hope that you're well.
You know who I haven't seen in a long time is Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been gone for a while, yeah. Because I had emailed him because he wanted to be a guest. And he's like, oh, I'm totally excited. And then never heard back from him ever again. Oh,
okay.
story of my life. But,
Oh, that
Kill
was
Cam
really
Part
sad.
2.
yeah. It's okay, I'm happy now. But, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. People come and go. It's like
Enjoy,
one week
folks.
we'll have a shitload of people, and then the next week is just like crickets. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need to do a better job of advertising, like not 5 minutes before the podcast. So
Try all day.
yeah, that's actually what I keep meaning to do. It's like when we book a guest, that whole week we
Yeah.
advertise the stuff they've done so our audience can get familiar with them.
Oh, I'm working on that.
All
Right.
right.
Now. I actually, because it's starting with and thank you, Kelly, with Sherwin.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
AC
with,
cosplay.
Iris Conspiracy.
I keep forgetting. Yeah, Avarice Conspiracy Cosplay. I kept calling it ACC.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Austin
yeah.
Community College has cosplay.
Yes, what?
I really like that.
Sherwin
Yeah.
is a very, very talented photographer, and he'll be joining us next week on the podcast, joining the Novas on the podcast.
Nice.
And he's actually doing some cosplay. How do you explain this? He's taking pictures of cosplays, and then we're putting it on the Weird Girls website.
Nice.
I don't know how to explain that in a different way. It doesn't sound retarded, but
Yeah.
He takes the pictures. We post the pictures.
yes,
Yes.
that's exactly what happened.
Bam, bam, boom.
Jackie Chan, what's your favorite color?
Jackie love all colors.
All colors that I can see, I love.
I was specifically trying to do the Dude, Where's My Car, where they're like, what does my tattoo say? Sweet. What does mine say? Dude. And like the person working at the store is like, your tattoo says sweet. Your tattoo says dude.
Yes.
And then kicks them out of the store. And they get no one then. So, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, what's going on with
It's
that?
finally coming to Netflix, so I can finally watch it and talk
Oh,
more shit about
really?
it. So,
Oh, is it really?
so-
I'm surprised it hasn't hit soon.
Hey, season 2 is better than season 1 by a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
season
by a
2.
landslide.
Okay, I didn't like season 1. Season 2 is really good.
I actually got reprimanded by a coworker, Edgar.
yeah.
He was just, he's
Alan
like, hey,
Poe?
have you seen the latest episode of, what the hell is this show called again? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Just said it.
And I said, no, I haven't. It was like, he was, like, you know how the way he says, he has like the very specific way of saying what?
What? Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
What?
It's almost, yeah, it's almost like.
What is your problem?
No, not
What,
like that.
brother?
It's kind of high pitched,
What?
but like really quick and
Nice.
terse. It's just
Yeah.
like, what?
What?
But I don't. It's almost like his catchphrase, like the way
Yeah.
he says, like no one
what?
says what. Like
Say
He just,
what?
comes up to the door. What?
And everybody claps.
90s
Yeah,
clapping,
yeah.
laughing.
And he was like, "What? You haven't seen it?" And I was just like, "No, I haven't seen it, man." She's like, "Well, you know what happened in the previous episode?" I was like, "I gotta come clean, man. I've not watched. I've seen like half of the first episode, and I was like, this isn't for me." He was like, "Yeah." He was literally like, "What?" It's like the only motherfucking nerd in this entire fucking shift, and you're the one that hasn't seen it.
What?
I am so disappointed in you,
You
man.
broke his
See,
heart.
I understand that because like when you're
hearts
you're
break,
not
they
with
don't
your
break
nerd
even.
friends,
Yeah.
and like you're at a place where you have to be like work or school,
Yeah.
and like you find another nerd, and then like they don't do the same nerd as you, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna like
Like,
be friends.
I'm usually that guy with everybody else.
well, I've only, I've been back to work for like, as of today, like 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And I've been out for 9 weeks before that because of the baby. So for 9 weeks, he was just like, man, what were you doing for all that time? What the fuck were you watching?
Supernatural.
Taking care of
baby.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
That's how babies fucking work.
I didn't do the guilt trip, but I was like, man, I've been catching up on Doctor Who and all of Supernatural.
Doctor Whom?
And he was like, I couldn't get into Supernatural. And then I did the what? I was like, you know what? I forgive you because I was in the same vein, and I had people looking at YouTube.
Yep.
Like coax me into it, and
you love it, right?
And then my wife was like, because she had already seen like the first 6 seasons.
Oh wow!
Like at the time, that was all that was available on Netflix. So she had seen it I was maybe like 2 years ago. She had already been caught up with at least like the primary story before the writers left. And so she was like, well, we can get into the Matt Smith Doctor Who, and this was before my son got into it. It was like, or we could start something else. And we had just finished Attack on Titan. And I was like, well, maybe we can restart X-Files because you've seen more than I have. And I would love to know the actual canon because when I was watching it, I would see like sporadic episodes, and then I saw the Loch Ness Monster one like 18 times. Like
that always happens.
There's always like an episode of one of your favorite shows that you always see it. Yeah. No matter what.
I've seen shows that I never watch, and I still know that episode. Like I'll see that one, I'm like, oh man, that's the only one I've ever seen.
So I always remember the end of that particular episode.
It's like that fucking ambergris episode on Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yeah. That thing's on, like, all the time. I don't know what the fuck that's up about.
So I told him, I was like, listen, man, he's like, I couldn't get into that show. I was like, have you ever seen it? It's like, I've seen a couple. I was like, dude, just rewatch it. If you can get past the bad music in the first season, it's incredible.
Yeah, they had such a low budget to begin with.
I know, but I understood that, but I was just like, this music's so bad. I didn't like the beginning of the second season. I think it's Kansas, Carry On My Wayward Son. And when they opened with that, I was like, dude. And Jen's like, what? I was like, they got licensed music! See, and this is like fucking 8 years past the fact.
I love how you're just like,
and we like high-fived each other for like no reason.
You just freeze frame in the air.
Yeah, she was just like, welcome to 2007, bub.
The heavens open up.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god. So where are you on Supernatural then?
First episode of season 10. Like we went ahead, we got on PSN and like bought like all the episodes that are available. Cool. And I started DVRing it. So I think last week's episode was the first one that's been DVR'd. So hopefully I'm all caught up by like Wednesday.
We haven't seen last week's episode.
No,
yet.
I haven't. Yeah,
I hear it's really good though.
Oh, is it? It kind of felt like the first.
That's the one I told you about.
Oh, is that the 200th?
I think it might be.
Oh, yeah, the one.
Yeah, it's the 200th episode.
Very special.
It's very special, which it sounds like some of my favorite.
Back to like before season 5.
Oh,
little late with
you know what another cool thing is? My son, every time he hears that song, he was like, are you playing Supernatural? And we're like, no, this is Kansas, Carry On. He's like, no, that's a Supernatural song.
Yes.
Oh,
but like he gets scared. He's only seen a couple of episodes and not even the full thing. But
I
he's
imagine
like,
it would be scary.
yeah, he's scared of it. So he's like, I don't want to watch Supernatural. Can we watch Doctor Who? I was like, dude, there's plenty of scary Doctor Who episodes.
There's like a lot of scary Doctor Who
but
episodes.
he'll sit through them. He'll just be like, I'm
scared.
I'm gonna sit next to you.
But I can totally see how it's not as scary.
Yeah,
because the doctor's gonna come through. Like it's
Yeah,
Supernatural.
exactly.
Like sometimes you can't tell. Like
yeah,
they done fucked up.
The Doctor like he defeats foes with his sonic screwdriver and like wisdom and logic and like Deus Ex. But like Supernatural, like Sam and Dean just like grabs the first blade and just like shake, and then you see like Abaddon or whoever just like
And they get
like my
thrown
son's
around
sitting
the
there
room.
just like, can we watch Teen Titans Go? Please?
Poor baby.
Just shaking in the corner. I don't know what I just saw.
They show it like on Tuesdays and I think every day, like early in the mornings, and they'll show like 5 episodes from like 8 a.m. to like 1. So if you're ever sick, just throw it on TNT if you feel like watching nothing. Yeah, and it's in there on, and they'll show it in they show it in canon. So it's like he'll see a couple of episodes, but they're always like the weaker. Not weaker, but like The ones where there's not a whole lot of killing going on.
Oh, okay, so like the Trickster episodes and stuff?
Yeah.
What about the Tuesday episode? Did he freak out about the Tuesday episode?
I don't know if he's seen that one.
Oh my god, that's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. So let me tell you a thing.
It's usually like a lot of diner scenes that he sees, and he's like, I don't want to watch this.
Okay.
Or like some diner scenes where there's just a bunch of dead bodies on the floor. Like, what's going on? What's
That's
all
like
that black?
Supernatural. Like Supernatural is the only show where like bodies on the floor are like kind of just on
Let the
par.
bodies hit the floor.
Like, that's normal. That's normal.
You just tell them they're sleeping.
What is wrong with
So
me?
Olive Garden
Nice voice.
had a tweet that came out last week
Oh my god.
on Tuesday or whatever, whenever Supernatural comes out. And it was of their raspberry fucking cheesecake or whatever. And it was like, it might not be pie, but we think Dean would still love our raspberry cheesecake. And and it was Tuesday, and I said, oh my god, too bad y'all don't have pig and a poke. And they replied and said, we really think you would also like our pasta. And I was like, you missed it!
You missed it, bitch! Oh, you suck. You know, it was someone else. Like, the one guy who did the Dean reference, he left for the day.
Right.
You know, and the other guy got it, and he's like, I graduated from college. The other guy was like, I just got hired for no reason.
Yeah.
He's the Rob Liefeld of Twitter, except for he's actually decent.
Your pouch has been tweeted.
That reminds me, like, I had tweeted to Coffee Mate the other day because
Coffee mate?
I don't know if you've ever had.
Why not?
Why, mate?
Have you ever had Abuelita Coco?
No, is it good?
It's good. It's
Apparently, that's why you tweeted
yeah,
that.
it's a different kind of cocoa, but they made it into a coffee creamer, and it tastes exactly like the hot cocoa.
I'm gonna tweet them
So
right
if you want
now.
your coffee tastes like hot cocoa. Like Mexican.
That's
hot cocoa.
amazing.
Yeah, so I said your Abuelita brand of creamer is the bee's knees. Can I get it in 48 ounces? And they're like, Abuelita Mexican chocolate is only available in a 16-ounce size, but we'll be sure to pass along. It's like, motherfucker, I know it's in 16-ounce size. I have like 3 of them in my fridge. I'm asking, can you please make it in
You
a
should
48
have replied
ounce?
back and said, motherfucker!
Hey,
I
fucking
know!
attention.
I have 3 in my fridge!
Hello, I know of your product and your limited capacity in one bottle.
Yeah.
Is it Coffee Mate TR?
No, it's at coffee_mate.
Okay, there's a lot of coffee mates mating out there. Anyway, Carrie Figs has joined us in the chat. So just stop by to hear the Pitwork gang while I ignore my homework.
What up, Holmes?
That's definitely a good thing to do with homework. Homework enjoys being ignored. It's like someone they don't want the attention. They want like the not
It
the
likes
attention.
playing hard to get.
It does. Yeah. See, that's what I was trying to think of.
It's like, save me for
good
the last
save.
minute, bro. I want to see you sweat.
I like doing it last minute because like last minute homework's kind of like the best because like when you complete it, you're like, I fucking did that, and you get like an A, and you're like, that was bullshit. I got it.
I don't even remember turning it in.
Like, see, if I started you at 11 in the morning, I'd barely be done with you now. But I started you at 10 at night, and I
got
finished
you
you in
done
an
in an
hour. Yeah.
I still had time to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. coming November 20th to Netflix.
I need to see you catch up on my
Yeah,
class.
I once did a 12-page research paper last minute. Took me about 2 hours.
Research.
Oh yeah, well, I once did a 12-page research page and 1 page.
I'm like waiting.
Got an F.
I'm waiting for the class that gives me a 12-page assignment. Like all my
I-
classes
my
are like, make a
teachers-
2-minute video, and I make it 7. you get a 92 because you didn't listen to instruction.
Yeah, I didn't listen to instructions because your instructions suck.
It's a great video, but could you shorten it a bit?
Well,
Oh my
they
God.
have to grade that shit, so like they don't ever want like anything beyond like a page because like they have to
some
read
of these,
it.
that's like the downside of taking like online
what you told me.
classes because I feel like you're not getting the full effect.
It depends on like what kind of class you take.
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's, like,
taking
right
economy
there.
online.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking right now. I'm taking like new media tools, so they're trying to teach you
Those
how to
pre-made.
make videos from your smartphone. And I didn't make it from my smartphone.
Because it's-
They're like you're supposed to use apps and then like work in a team. And, like all I did with my phone was take pictures to make a
Good job.
what do you call it? Coconut water commercial.
What?
Whenever you're
Yeah,
stranded on
somebody- the
deserted
audio was like-
island.
All I volunteered for was to do the photography, and then
And
all of
you
a sudden the
used
guy's
your
like,
phone.
yeah, the guy's like, I don't want to use my real name, but the guy's like, hey, Amaro, can I send you the audio once I'm done? Like this was like Saturday, and I was hoping he would just have it uploaded, so once I get home off of work, I can just like finish the video. But like I wasn't even planning to make a video. I was like, there's like 10 like different what do you call it, categories, and there's only 4 of us, so like just pick one each, and then designate someone to make the video.
Yeah.
And no one volunteered for the video. I was like, well, I'm not going to fucking do it. This time, I'm doing bare minimum. And how'd
that work out for you?
I ended up making the fucking video. And it wasn't even like, well, Jay's going to do the video. The guy, this other guy, fucking Kevin Lewis.
God, I hate that
Damn
guy.
it, Kevin.
Nice guy, cool guy.
Kevin, what did you do to my room?
He has a fun Tumblr, but... Well, it's
People
like a school.
have the redeemable
Talk about other
qualities.
things that Nova's got Jay hooked on.
It's a school Tumblr, so I didn't follow it. But like the thing is, it's like, hey, I finished the audio. By the way, Amuro, let me know when you're ready to work on that video, and then I'll go ahead and send the audio. What kind of format do you want it in?
Whoa.
And then I started backtracking through like 3 days worth of emails. Like, I don't ever see any part where I said, hey, dude, I'm doing the video. Or anything like that. Like I didn't volunteer, but all of a sudden it's like, hey, you made that cool RLS video. You're gonna be the
victim
guy.
of your own
and everyone's
success.
just like, yeah, Jaime, you be... Oh, shit, I used my real name.
Oh, no!
Like, yeah, you'd be great for it. And
Hydra's
I was
gonna
just
get you.
It's okay. We'll edit this out.
Yeah, I'm
we'll edit it
totally
out.
gonna
It's
edit
too
it.
late, it's live. So I made the video, and I fucking half-assed it, and I wake up in the morning, and the guy's like, 100. You guys can really tell that you all did a great job. It's like I did 45% of the work, and I fucking winged it.
That's bullshit.
I didn't do the audio, but I put everything together with the pictures, and even I didn't even make it nice. I was like, you know what? It's on auto. I'm just picture, and some of them didn't even fucking match up with what the dude was saying in the fucking commercial.
Yeah.
You know, it's like coconut water, and it's a picture of almond milk.
You should have just thrown a random picture of Rob Liefeld.
Well, to me, it was more of a test. Like, you know what? So far, I have like 100 in this class, so I think I can take like 2 points.
Yeah.
So I just threw some shit just to see if the guys paid attention. He was like,
No.
"Fabulous job, everybody! You guys did great. You really know the meaning of teamwork." I was like, "You winging it, motherfucker!"
He probably
Thanks for the free 100.
He
but-
probably didn't even watch it. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
not watching this shit.
Did they submit it on
Good
time?
job.
Cool.
Good job.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is a participation
The
grade.
guy, well, the other thing that pissed me off is that this Kevin guy, he was
God, that Kevin.
The team leader wasn't doing shit. She wasn't even. She was like, "I'm a great delegator." It was like perfect because give me direction and I will follow. Right?
It's Battlefield
It
4
was
all
like
over again.
I can either work by myself. The only way I can work in a team is if you give me all what everything you need from me and specifically.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking laundry list that shit and I'll get it done.
Mhm.
But no one did that for me, so it's just like, oh yeah, whatever you volunteer for, just do. And I was like,
What? That's not how group projects work.
yeah, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. So I was looking at like, what's the least strenuous thing, like photographer. I'll
With
do photographer.
iPhone.
I know, right?
Every time
Well,
we
yeah,
get
'cause you had to
groups,
use mobile devices.
Oh,
That was the
I see.
challenge.
Oh.
So you had to edit with your mobile
Cameras
with
are
your
mobile.
phone.
Oh.
And then one of our members was like, I don't use mobile devices.
Bullshit.
I live in
Yeah.
the Stone Age.
So I was like,
Sure.
you know what? I'm
So
not
was that
gonna use one
Kevin?
either.
Was that Kevin again?
So instead of downloading,
Like I communicate by building a bonfire and using the little mat like the Indians used to do.
He's carrier
instead of
pigeons.
using iMovie on my iPhone, I just put everything on my computer and I just edited it. I was like, yeah, I used iMovie app for iPhone 4S, and they were like, wow, you guys really like struggled or something because it's hard to make a video this good. I'm like, this video's not good. This is like 72 material at best.
I hate group projects.
Oh,
I always
man.
just take charge because I'm like, I need to do the important
Well,
part.
I wish you were in my fucking group because nobody took charge.
I was like, Aro, do this
the
shit.
lady-
If you don't do it, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you.
The lady who
Do
couldn't-
it
who
now.
who didn't have mobile device. She wrote the entire script, but she was posting like all the team posts ahead of time. So like we had to do what's called a shot list.
Yeah.
So it's like a description of like what's going to be said, and then like two pictures. So it's pretty much like two columns.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so y'all are familiar. So everyone knows what a shot list is because I didn't know until like Tuesday.
Just a quick question. When she sent the script, did it say something from iPhone? Even though she didn't have a mobile device?
No, it didn't.
I just feel like that would be something to do. I don't have
Sent
a mobile
from the
device.
past via
She-
telegram.
She's an older woman.
Was
maybe like
not
32.
sent from my phone.
Yeah. And she posted what she thought. I don't think she read the instructions properly or directions. So she posted like a Google slideshow.
Yeah.
Of like the project, of like just something like pictures
fancy.
with like text under it, and I was like, I don't think that because on the actual page it shows like this is what it should look like, and it's just like 2 columns.
Yeah.
And she basically said, "Nah, I got this."
Like one side was like
this.
Yeah, right.
like what's said, and the other side's like media needed. And it's like, and then it's just like pick 2 pictures for each sentence said.
And girlfriend said, "Nah, we could make this."
So she
I got too cool for school.
It's like, why is she like not doing the team stuff? So because she made the script entirely on her own, but she made it like 2 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like 5 paragraphs. I'm like, dude, this is like a 30-second commercial. Yeah. So I just cherry picked like a sentence from like paragraph 2 and like 2 sentences from paragraph 3 and like 2 sentences from paragraph
Nothing
5.
makes sense.
And I'm like, all right, this is the commercial. So I put that in the shot list and just like, all right, what's coconut water? A picture of coconut water and picture of kid drinking almond milk. Because they're not gonna fucking know.
You should have totally put like a little like text that pops up, not actual coconut water.
Yeah. And so I posted that, and I didn't know how to like embed the document onto my like Blogger sucks balls. Dude.
Told you.
I know.
Told
it's
you.
Told you so.
The Bing of blogging systems. I just want that to be known.
The sad part about Blogger is that it's a Google affiliate for one.
Yeah.
So it only lets you post videos either directly from your hard drive or from YouTube. And the cool thing about it is it'll give you the option of doing it from your YouTube account. Yeah. So whatever video you just uploaded, which is very handy for my projects, because I was like, oh, that's the one I just uploaded, so I don't have to like copy pasta the link. I just
copy pasta.
Yeah.
Having pasta?
And so throw it on there
Olive
just
Garden.
from a random YouTube video. But if it's something from like Vimeo or Dailymotion or something like that, sorry, bro, we got no options for it. And then even for like its own Google Docs, it's like, oh, you can embed it, but it's this like tiny square that you can't adjust the what do you call it, parameters.
Yeah.
So then you got to use the bar to scroll it all the way down within the fucking web page you embedded it just to see the shot list. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like I need like an 8x8, and you're giving me like a 2x3.
Hey, Tumblr's a shit, yo.
Yeah, so I was like really fucking pissed with that. So I ended up just like screenshotting it and then posting the picture. And then all my other teammates just took that picture and like, wow, this is incredible. You did an incredible job. And all of a sudden that became the commercial. I'm like, dude, I fucking made this up in like 5 minutes. This cannot be fucking genius.
Worst team ever.
No.
They're all going to end up being approved guys. I already calling it now.
This coming from a team member who said, I'm a great, like, I have to be in control of the team. And I was like, I like that attitude because I want somebody who feels that way.
I want someone to control
I have to
me.
be in charge because I don't
she
trust anyone.
But she was complete. She was like the opposite of in charge.
I hate
She
those
was like,
people.
I like to
She's
feel like I'm in
wishy-washy.
charge.
She's
but fuck
flaky.
you guys.
And then at the end of it all, like I had fucking made the shot. I practically made the commercial, and then the other dude made the audio. But I had to like hassle him because I got home. I got home at 3:30. I was ready to fucking do this. Still didn't even, he sent a thing like, hey, I'm entertaining my kids right now.
What?
So I'm not gonna.
What is that? You're having a tea party?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
does that
make the
mean?
audio
Miss Pickles
for
worth
another
is
couple
like-
of hours, even though the day before, Saturday, he was like, hey, I'm about to do the audio. I'll have it uploaded by tomorrow afternoon. And all of a sudden, like, I'm entertaining my kids. I'm not going to be able to do this video till later. And I just put, like, a guilt trip. I was just like, hey, I just got off of work doing overtime. I would really like to finish this before 7.
Yeah.
I just fucking made that up. And all of a sudden, like, 30 minutes later, hey, here's the audio. I didn't know what you wanted, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You guys don't care. I don't care. Whatever.
100.
So I just I just uploaded the audio to iMovie, slapped on a bunch of pictures, and half of it was just like, I'm going to test this fucking instructor to see if he's in pain. He's not paying attention. He's not fucking
You know what? The instructor is actually probably the approved guy's cousin. It's good!
Yeah, he is the
That's
approved
like
guy.
that's just like his day job.
Oh my god,
He's
the
looking,
approved guy.
he's looking
We
for
found
other people
him!
to recruit.
Oh
he's
my
like-
God. That's why he's doing it online. He's in LA approving all the horrible shit that you've seen
Yeah.
recently.
Amuro is not going to make it because he's too good at putting shit together. But all these other shitholes that aren't helping him with his project, he's like, I'm recruiting all of you to be approval guys.
So
Yeah, they're gonna
I
be
was in a
team
class-
approved.
I was in a class similar. It was a class where I had to put a film project together.
Yeah.
And I just took charge. I was like, okay, you find me the footage, you cut it,
Yeah.
send it to me, you do the audio, do the
I
documents.
remember
I
this.
will put it all together
Yeah.
and finish, do the touches and the music, and then we're done.
Yeah.
And because I just took charge and got up in everyone's faces, I was like, this is when
Yeah.
it's due. Like,
Yeah.
the due date's this day. I need everything by this day. If you don't give it to me, we all fail. Because I have 100 in this class right now.
Yeah.
I could get a 0 on this project and still be at a 95.
See, and that's what I like. I like
Nice.
to work with people. Like, if you can take that initiative, I want to work for you. I'll do that stuff. And then it doesn't even have to be like, it doesn't have to be you as the person that's going to put everything there. As long
Yeah.
as you're like giving people directions and giving them orders, like, and someone else puts it all together, but you're the
Yeah.
one saying like, send it to him. He's willing to do it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. I'll do the audio. I'll do the photographs, and then I'll send it to this.
I try to
as long
take
as
their
I know that
talents.
that's what everyone is expected of me.
Yeah.
But this whole time I'm like winging it. So then I make the video, I upload it to my YouTube account, and then I embed it on my blog, and then I send it to everybody. Like, here's the embed, here's all the good stuff. And then like the team leader, the so-called fucking team leader, she's like, oh yeah, here's a thing we missed, and she took a screenshot like that under the video we had to put a description of like our personal reflection, which all of us well, I had already done that.
Your personal reflection on
Personal reflection.
Like on the
fuck
project
teamwork.
overall.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
kind of like half on. I was being really tongue-in-cheek about it. But below that, there needed to be another paragraph about, that was more like a team thing. She was like, so who's going to write that? And she's like, do we have any volunteers? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go make some fajitas. my family's going to be here in 10 minutes.
You should set up an auto reply and say that
Yeah.
like you have a family emergency. Like,
Yeah.
and it's
No,
like, I didn't get the email because
I didn't even post anything. I was like, you know what? Fuck that bitch. Because she didn't fucking do anything. I was so
I
mad
always do
because
something.
all she's doing is asking questions, not even like delegating. And then the Laura girl, she's like,
Laura.
she's doing her own project because she doesn't think anyone else is going to pull through. And like the Kevin dude, all he did was the audio. And I did like the shot list, which I half-assed that, but everyone was like, that's incredible. And then I put everything together, made the video, uploaded it, and then made my blog and gave everybody like, okay, you do the same thing now. but
Yeah.
make your words different from mine.
You make word different.
And then this girl, Elizabeth, she's got the audacity to ask me, or ask everybody, like, who's going to write up this team paragraph? And I was like, not me.
1, 2, 3, not it.
I waited like 2 hours. It was like 9:30. I was like, if nothing gets written by 9:30, I'm just going to do it myself. And if people want to go to my blog and read it, then that's fine. But the thing is, it had to be posted in our shared Google Doc as well. So she kind of had done like all that, but she was just pretty much copy pasting everyone else's stuff. So it's like
The ultimate moocher.
that's not really work. Yeah, she was kind of mooching the whole time. And so 9:30 rolls around. She's like, "Hey guys, I'll just volunteer. It's all good." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I fucking thought."
Fucking do
And
that.
Carrie says, I will remember this lesson. Put little effort and you will get A's in class.
Yeah.
That kind of seems like the thing. Is like when I do like the least amount of effort, I tend to get like the best results
Well,
possible.
if I was on my own and
It's
I had to
American
do
way.
all those things, I probably would have been working since like Friday to get
Yeah.
everything in. Because Friday I was taking all the pictures at a Central Market, and I was putting everything together.
I know, right? I don't actually want to buy this
and then,
coconut water.
Yeah, the same Elizabeth girl. She was like, "Hey, I'm headed to the store to take pictures." I was like, "But I'm the photographer. I'm the photographer."
I hate groups
You don't even have an
so
iPhone
much.
5.
Yeah, and that's why I posted that thing the other day on Facebook. Like, I hate working in teams. Everyone's bullshit.
I automatically knew it had to do with school. I was like, yep. But anyway,
Yeah, it sounds like everybody's just future approval lights.
Yeah, right.
There's probably only like one like real director out there. Everyone else is just approved dudes.
Tomorrow.
Huh? Yeah, you're it, buddy. Make us proud.
Do it. So, this is a heartwarming tale of a dad who builds an Iron Man costume to help his sick infant, quote unquote, feel brave. So if you ever wanted to see the tiniest, cutest Iron Man you've ever seen, you can see little baby Iron Man, which I'm posting in the chat.
Did it really make the baby feel brave, or did it make the baby scared?
I didn't actually.
If I was an infant and my head was in that thing, I think I would be terrified.
You have no frame of reference of what's happening.
Oh, I love it. I love his reasoning. I came up with that with Iron Man because he's hooked up to all the machines and wires, and that's similar to what Iron Man went through.
That is so fucked up!
Oh, dude.
Hart told USA Today. Apparently, he's a professional prop maker. He found it powdered online and scaled it down to infant size. It took roughly 3 to 4 hours over several days to make. He made the face mask out of foam and a red onesie, just for fun, and some yellow fabric on the baby's wrist to make the rest of the costume.
So did the baby pull through?
Let's see here. Scrolling. I'm pretty sure. I would.
That is a cute baby!
Well, it says when he's older, he'll be able to look back and hopefully see that his parents have basically been giving him a normal life ever since he started. So if he's going to look back, I assume that means he pulled through.
Was the kid born premature? Does he have like a disease? Or she?
I don't know. I didn't read all that.
I didn't get details.
I only read the headline. I didn't.
Like, baby Iron Man suit, done.
Well,
Yep.
I think it's a really cool
Look
way
at the little baby.
for the parents to cope as well.
Yeah, I feel like it's more for the parents because, the baby doesn't really know what's
Yeah,
going
the baby's like, what the hell's on my head?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's also like having a mask on your head as a baby.
Yeah.
on. Yeah,
NICU is not a fun place to be.
The what is?
Yeah,
NICU. It's
neonatal ICU.
yeah, that's a rough
Yeah, he was premature. He was born in July before he was supposed to be born.
Hey, there we go. That's totally what I was about to say. I was actually on that sentence. I just haven't read it yet. Let's see here. Carrie says, no joke, but one time I had to do a presentation, and my partner freezes up and looks over at me and tells me tells me to do her part of the presentation. I was like, what the fuck?
I've had almost the exact same situation, and my partner looked at me, and he's like, I don't remember. And I was like, I very loud. I was like, I don't know your part. And I just sat down. I was like, fuck you.
Such a fucking dick.
Okay, he didn't do anything, and I know he didn't do anything.
That's hilarious.
I made all the PowerPoints. I knew all about my subject. I knew his part. I wasn't going to fucking do it for him.
Like, not my fucking problem, bitch.
I washed
Genghis
my
Khan
hands.
invaded what? Oh, you don't know what country we're talking about? You're asshole. Peace out.
That's ridiculous.
I remember in high school in speech class. It was one of my favorite classes, but I was very antisocial.
There's too much talking.
I didn't
in
really.
my class.
At that time, it was before I had friends. I was still like jaded about movies.
That was just before junior year, or was this junior year?
It was junior year.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was because I didn't ask you to like, hey, you want to hang out until like the second semester.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Until like what was it like February of second semester? Like, can I eat with you? At
I
lunch?
don't remember. I just remember you were like
you
sitting
asked.
down, just eating your lunch. I was like, hey, how about I eat my lunch with you too?
Oh, you guys are so cute.
The
Bro
first
TP.
the first half of junior year, I was in speech. It was only like half. It was
Yeah.
only that whole semester. It was Miss
Yeah.
Tolbert, and for whatever reason, I was always in the groups with nothing but girls, and they were all
Ladies.
I
like
was about to say, oh yeah.
the theater girls.
Oh.
But one particular group,
So they're full
like,
of drama?
and I never did anything in the group
Stuff.
because they were so like organized. Because they were all
Yeah.
like buddies.
They were hive mind.
I would
Yeah.
always wait. I would never
Theater
like.
girls are hive mind.
I
Yeah,
never
I
liked
know
it.
that.
We are
They
drama. We
There
are
was-
one.
You know, they were like getting into groups, so there was nobody I ever gravitated to. So
Yeah.
it would
Were
always
the
be
drama
like,
girls like, come join us?
Yeah, it would always be them three, and then everyone else would be groups of four. So it was like I would just gravitate towards them.
Oh, they're just
And,
like,
like,
well,
I would be the fourth man for their group. We're like
You're new
really-
here, aren't you? You can join us.
Yeah. So I had
We
been-
wear pink on Wednesdays.
I had been there all sophomore year.
So they were the
and
plastics?
I didn't make any friends.
You
and
can't
then-
wear sweatpants.
Yeah, I was starting my junior year, and I still hadn't made any friends.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's like a bummer.
I was in their group, but this one particular project was fun because it was the only time I've ever actively cosplayed. And they were doing. I don't even remember what the project was for, but they had me wait outside, and I was with another girl because she was dressed up the same way too.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Fucking
both
theater
had
kids.
we both had cat ears and
Ooh.
cat tail.
Oh.
Do you have
And
a
it-
picture?
No, I don't have a picture.
Womp womp.
Yeah. And it was for like some kind of like catnip product, and we were marketing
Oh
it.
my god, I
That's
love
so
it
So then they
so
were
much.
like, and they were like, okay, on this cue, when I say this word, then you both walk in. And so we both walked in, and we were on either side of the presenter girl. I think her name was Karen. And I don't know what compelled me. It was so stupid.
Power of Christ.
What did
It
you
was so
do?
dumb. But they were just like with.
Did you lick her face?
No. With cat whatever, and I just went like
Oh
that.
my god, that's
And everyone just busted out laughing, and I got all red because I was that kid that didn't say shit to anybody. And then when I was in the front of the
Which
class,
makes it hilarious that
Yeah.
you just like
Exactly.
rub your face like a kitty and purr.
like that.
Carrie says he was ready for Nico Cat J.
It pretty much
We need to do this cosplay again.
We need to give him those cat ears that like they say
Move
like you can
with
move
the
them with your
motion.
mind.
We
We
Yeah.
also have the tail.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Tail does the
perfect.
same too.
And I
Wizard
was
World
like,
2015.
so out of my element, but I was trying my best not to like buckle and just like run out of the room, and everyone was like, "Ha ha ha ha, that's awesome."
Yeah, they weren't
yeah.
making fun of
No,
you.
I knew they
they
weren't
were-
making fun of me. It just, but
You
it,
But
made
you're
their
just like,
life
"Stop,
this
stop, stop,
time.
it didn't make me feel any less embarrassed.
Aw.
You just
And
threw
then-
out the cat ears and,
And
run
then
out.
I threw my teammate off who was giving the presentation. She was like, like trying so hard not to laugh. And then she caught her composure. She was awesome. She caught her composure like super quick. And then she just kept continuing with the thing. And then me and the other girl got together. We were like back to back, just like doing this like.
That
kind
is
of thing.
ridiculous.
That's probably like the highlight of that teacher's day.
Yeah, I can
everyone
die.
was like
Amazing.
laughing. And we got like a 97.
Hell
What?
yeah.
Where's his 3 points?
That all right?
Screw teachers.
I'm making
like
up the grade. All I know is that we didn't get 100.
It was like
You got, like, right
99.9.
below.
I was so mean. Like, I moved from Kansas, and like, I don't know what was up with me, but I was like, friends, fuck them. And like, people just like gravitated towards me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm
So
mean.
mysterious.
He's like
I think I
Mysterion.
sat down like the first day at lunch. I just like sat down like I had pizza. I just had to eat. And, like 2 other people like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up, buddy? And like, the fuck is this?
For me,
I'm not your buddy, pal.
Yeah, I was
I'm not
so
your pal,
mean.
friend.
I was an
Not your friend,
asshole.
brah.
I'm not your bra.
guy.
Not your guy, bud.
I'm not your bud, Rob Liefeld.
I'm
How about
your
you, Rob
brother.
Liefeld, Chief?
You know, it was weird for me because I came from Del Valley High School, and it's primary. It's a lot of minorities, and well, when I went, I don't know how it is now, but there was a lot of gang stuff. But like all the kids I hung out with were like the few like white kids that were there, an Asian kid. I remember his name was Stephen Mai, an Indian kid, a couple of Mexican kids, and like one of my best friends was black. So it was like a different variation of ethnicities.
Yeah.
And those were my friends. We were the nerds, you know. And then I moved to Bowie, and it was like
Welcome to
predominantly
White
white.
Town.
And what wasn't even that? It was
bunch
like
of bed
the
seats.
preppy thing. Like we had the
Yeah.
preppy thing in Del Valley, but it was kind of like this gangster preppy. Like kids wore polos, but they wore polos like the colors of the gangs they were affiliated with.
That is,
You know, and
that is
it was all,
another
it was
level,
all
man.
like Ralph Lauren. Like
Yeah.
everybody shopped at fucking JCPenney on the weekend.
It's
Oh
my
my God.
Abercrombie gang.
So,
Abercrombie.
but going
Got
to
the frayed brim.
going to Bowie, it was like Abercrombie was like the thing, and like
Doc Martens.
Doc Martens.
I got
So,
my docs, bro.
my mom took me shopping because I was like 14 at the time. So I bought some fucking like Doc Martens sandals, and I bought
Ooh.
cargo shorts, and I bought like
You were
bright
prep,
light
prep.
yellow polos, and I still didn't fucking fit in. And 2 weeks into the fucking new school year, my Doc Martens
Hollister
fucking
King
snap on
represent.
me. Like they
Aw.
snapped. I couldn't fucking wear sandals. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I went and got my jeans, my fucking what do you call it? Running shoes, or my fucking Birdman shoes that I had.
Birdman?
Yeah, they were like K-Swiss, but they were
Oh,
like
okay.
the,
They're
the
fly
rapper
in any
Birdman.
weather.
The guy. Yeah.
Pigeon Eyed Productions.
Lil Wayne's manager. Yeah. So I put on my I essentially my gangster shoes on, and then I was back to my Jinko T-shirts. Like I just went back to wearing that shit, and I went to school all fucking jaded, like fuck people.
I'm gonna brood and write angry poetry.
And then the theater girls, we wear pink.
But the funny thing is, when my dad was enrolling me into the new school, my counselor was like, "Oh, we have this I'm looking at your son's grades, and they're awesome. You know, he's a really bright kid." And, maybe he would like to join the Avid class. And I was kind of like, yeah, no. My dad's like he hit me on the shoulder. He's like, you'll love it. You know how my dad is. He's like really aggressive when he wants to be. So he was like, you'll love it. Yeah, sign him up. He's good.
Wait, what class?
It's called Avid.
It was like, I don't remember. I was in it too.
Is it the AV club?
Via
something development. It's supposed to be like a college preparatory class, but it was the complete fucking waste of time. Like I remember, I could be taking art right now. So we literally had a fucking spelling test. Because they're like, well, we know that people can't spell, which is true. I mean, it's not as if there wasn't a deficiency of bad spelling, but it was like, we're in high school, spelling tests are over, we got spell check.
Supposedly we were like the
Just
smartest
give me some
of the
crayons
smart
so I
kids.
can draw you a picture.
Let me draw you a middle finger here.
Right. I'd rather do that
Right.
than take a fucking spelling test.
But so the irony that I'm trying to point out here is that I joined this class against my will, and then I gravitate to the two people I thought I would relate to most because one of them was wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Oh, yeah!
And the other one was just like an Asian kid who reminded me of my friend Steven. So I sat next to both of these kids, and then as soon as I sat down, and I was just kind of like nervous sitting it was you and Faye.
Faye,
It was you and Faye.
Yeah, we were talking about...
And then you guys were talking about like Dragon Ball or some shit like that, some anime, and then y'all started laughing, but as soon as I sat down, I thought you guys were laughing at me, so I waited a couple of minutes, and I fucking went and sat by myself again.
Yeah, remember you
And it took another year and a half before I finally met you in Mr. Robinson's class.
Yeah, I think so. I remember because you told me that story, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we were laughing at such and such." He's like, "Oh, I wanted to laugh too," or something like that.
So, essentially what you're essentially what you're saying, Jay, is that moment was your meet cute with Prometheus.
Yeah, that was the first time I actually had met Prometheus before I actually became friends with Prometheus.
It's friendship at first sight.
Yeah.
It's like he wanted so badly to be your friend. He's like, he's so cool for me.
He's got Pachita
I
on
thought
his
they were
shirt.
laughing at me. I got all like...
This sounds like one of those rom-coms where you see the couple meet, but they won't actually get together for another few months or something.
And you're staring at the screen. You're like, you're pregnant.
Exactly.
Dude, Carrie. Oh man, this is the origin of Pit War.
It's like that. It's like the one of the 3 episodes of How I Met Your Mother that I saw, where he's dating the mom's roommate, but they never show the mom. I've seen that episode 5 times, and I've only seen 4 different episodes, but I've seen that one 5 times. I met your mother's roommate.
Oh yeah, he was
before I
Victor
actually met your
Belson.
mother.
I didn't say name.
That concept of the show pisses me off because it continues for 900 seasons of that bullshit. It's like, dude, your dad was a fucking slut. He was a fucking slut. Zero
That was
respect.
a good show.
I know, I like it. It's funny, but the whole concept gets old really fast.
And the doppelganger episode.
The doppelganger is my favorite. But when I moved here from Kansas, the saddest moment I had was I had PE. And I'm normally picked first, second, third. I was a pretty athletic kid.
I remember this story.
And so I come in and everyone's they're picking all these guys. I'm like, okay, well I'm a skinny, redheaded guy. Of course, you might not think I'm athletic, but everyone went and even the super fat kid who was obviously not enjoying life got picked before me. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I finally get on this one team yeah, we'll take the new kid. And then we were doing this football tournament, and I scored over 100 touchdowns. And everyone's like, what the fuck? We should have picked that guy. And I'm like, yeah, fuck all of you. Just because I'm a redhead doesn't mean I'm not good at sports.
Just go and touchdown, turn around, double flip them, and just drop the football.
Right. Just be like, I'm not even going to finish the rest of the game. I'm going to let you guys try and catch up. I'm going to go have a snack.
You know what? I'm gonna put the flag like halfway off. If you can just like touch it, it'll fall. Maybe you'll catch me this time. You won't. Oh, so
Thanks
bad.
for playing.
It'll be like that fisherman and the guy who commercials like, oh, come on, almost got it. You're almost there.
I'm sorry, I'm a really competitive person. So, like, it drove me crazy that I got picked last.
It's like, last! I'll show you last!
I will destroy you!
Just sitting there plotting.
I'm on the tennis team, too.
I was always wondering.
And you will get served.
About, elementary school. Because, like, right after lunch is like recess time, right?
Yeah.
And we would always, like me and a bunch of other, like, athletic kids, we'd all go play football. Yeah. Outside, just outside the perimeter of where the swings are.
Yeah.
And there's like 50 yards. We all it was like 10 on 10 or something like that playing football.
Yeah.
And like I remember always like every now and then I'd make like a fun tackle or something or like steal the ball and make a touchdown. Or like, oh man, that kid is awesome. Remember him? It's like, I played on your team last week. Do you not remember all the cool shit I did last time? You fucking asshole.
I lived in a small town, like in Kansas, and so like everyone knew everyone. So like they knew I'm on all the sports teams. I'm always pretty decent.
Fuck with you because you beat the shit.
Yeah, I beat the shit out of everyone. I was a vicious little piece of shit. So like, and then I come here to Texas, and like no one knows who I am. And, like, for some reason, I just took it personally. I was like, you don't even know. You're going down.
Meanwhile, I'm a PE warrior, just like, is there a way they can just, like, not pick me? If I'm last, does that mean I don't have to play?
I knew someone, like, in my PE class who, like if we were playing like dodgeball, he would just like instead of dodging the ball, he would just immediately like try to get hit. Yeah, he would just like jump. I suck. Let me go sit down.
That'd be funny if his timing was off so bad that he would miss every time. Like he's trying to get in and he would just miss him. He just win.
He would like catch
damn it, I have
the
to
ball
keep playing.
And, like, oh damn it, and like drop it, and the coach was like, I saw you caught it first. You stayed in. Like he was like trying to make him stay in.
Oh,
he was
bad.
like, God damn it,
coach.
That's hilarious. Like my entire high school athletic career can be summed up in like 2 moments. One was like when I had an inkling to join the wrestling team, and someone told me that you'd have to run 2 miles every day, and at that time running a mile was daunting, so like, nope, not doing it. The other time was senior year where I tried out for the lacrosse team.
Yeah.
And I went there. So first of all, I went there wearing jeans because that's how much. That's how.
Because that's when Mike tried to coax us into doing that shit, right?
I think so.
Was senior year?
Yeah. Well, I liked it.
You're just like, let's play.
Well, I mean, I got through the whole practice. I was actually thinking about doing it, but then they're like, well, it's like it wasn't like an official like school sport, so you had to pay for all your own equipment. Yeah. It was like $300. I'm like, well, that would have been
it was
fun.
Like $100 or $200 for the fucking stick.
Yeah, it was
I just remember
ridiculous.
Mike's just like, yeah, man, just get your parents to pay for it. I was like, my parents would flip a fucking lid. They don't even spend that much money on my Christmas gifts, let alone one fucking stick of wood.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's why I was never an athlete.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, like when I was on the tennis team, we'd always get heckled all the time, which is bullshit because I'm pretty sure we don't start and stop football, all the damn time. So like we're in more shape than you are most of the time,
but we're in a
round
shape.
I would just, like, not dress out and take the 70 for the semester, and I would sit in the bleachers and color my shoes.
Nice.
I love that.
I had Sharpie colored shoes.
I get in trouble because like I wouldn't bring like gym clothes. Yeah. I was like, I was wearing my jeans, coach, and the coach was like, no, you're getting written up for it. I'm like, but I can play basketball in my jeans, dude.
Like, fucking write me up. I don't care.
I don't care. Like,
you make me sit in the bleachers,
you
color
make me
my
sit
shoes.
in the bleachers.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Write me up while I'm doing this windmill dunk.
We never had to worry about that. We just played, for our gym classes, whatever we were wearing. And the one thing that I always hate is that they made us walk the track 4 times because you always had to walk a mile every time. Yeah. So if it was 50 degrees, you were going outside walking. Everybody hated that.
Yeah, in Kansas, we actually had like this soccer field that was like a part of our like middle school, and so we go out there. Well, in the winter, it's like frozen tundra. And so like, you know, you're like, oh, it's just grass, right? No, it's freaking ice. And like, so you
why do they let children play in that?
We would get so wounded. We would be effed up. Like, we look like we went out there like West Side Story brawl. And came back.
Just like,
Yeah.
You think that's bad? The track we had to walk on was literally the whole thing, grass and on the pavement, was always covered in duck crap, and they never cleaned it ever. It was duck crap from days, years, months, everything, decades.
Wow, that's some like heavy carbon deposits right there.
Is that the day that you discovered Duck Hunt and you're like, those ducks are going down? Shit on me for the last time, Scrooge McDuck. So, I got a kind of a funny topic. I know if you guys are familiar with Captain Boomerang.
Oh, I remember him from, I think Identity Crisis.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Is it really that guy? Yeah.
He's like the Australian guy that literally throws boomerangs.
Is he the Flash villain?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know like the Flash has a
actually
boomerang.
appearing in the Flash Arrow crossover next month.
Is it the original or his son?
I don't know, but all I know is they want Will Smith to play Captain Boomerang.
No.
Wow.
No, because they don't get his stupid son involved, and I have to look at Jaden Smith's stupid tweets again. Like he's like some philosopher raptor over there.
My dad's gonna be
Nice.
Captain Boomerang. It's coming back to me again.
Oh, God damn
That was actually good. That's too good for Jaden.
It's too good. Yeah. If he takes
What website did you get that from?
Hancock sequel. Oh, burn. Sick burn.
I'm sorry, Ice.
Someone brought up Hancock.
So is Static Shock Boomerang's
real?
son?
No.
It would be if Will Smith gets
If Will
cast,
Smith
then
gets
it will
cast,
be.
it will be because he just forces his son into all of his scripts now.
Oh man.
It's like I like Will Smith. I think he's a pretty good actor. I think
However, Jaden Smith.
However, pushing your son on us is fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
dude.
that does
like,
not.
let him get his own career his own way.
That's just rude, yo.
This is Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need more Emilio. Fuck Charlie
Even
Sheen.
Tom Hanks' son tried on.
Emilio!
He kind of failed. He's still out and about here and there.
You know, it's okay to like try and like not succeed, but like forcing it on us and everyone hating you for it, like that's
Yeah.
wrong.
Is this going to prematurely kill his career? I
Yeah.
think because everything he's going to do because he's not he needs to focus on actually becoming a good actor. And then
Yeah.
people will be like, oh, that's great, cast Jaden Smith. Instead, it's like, ugh. Jaden Smith again, and then by the time he's actually a good actor, no one's gonna want to see him anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too. Like, I'm glad he's supportive. Like, I'm really like excited that he is really supportive with whatever his children want to do. But on the other hand, it's
Except
like,
for when they suck at it.
when you're doing a movie of M. Night Shyamalan,
Oh god,
you know it's gonna be a bad one.
What a
movie did he
twist!
do?
Huh?
After Earth,
After Earth, where
Was
some
that Shyamalan?
yeah.
That was M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Or like the way he used to say that Robot Chicken.
remember that?
What
That's
a
the movie where
twist!
they go to Earth and it's just like.
And it was after Earth,
It's after Earth, and like Earth somehow evolved to kill humans.
even though there's no humans there anymore.
Yeah, no humans left like a long time ago, but it's totally like
all the
anti-human.
animals got swole and they got.
They were-
and
yeah,
like,
they're
we
doing
can't let them
push-ups.
back.
It's like if Rob
Remember
Liefeld
what they
created
did
an
to the
Earth.
white rhinoceros? We have to remember
Never
that.
forget about the
Yeah.
white rhinoceros.
Oh,
Remember
man.
the
Rob
dodo?
Liefeld plus steroids.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. And that was Earth, and it was just awful. And it was like, and his son, like, all the reviews I read was like, Jaden Smith was the stiffest, like, ever. And it's like, you wouldn't know they're actually father and son.
I remember
Yeah.
watching maybe 15 minutes of it on like HBO or Showtime.
You took a lot more time.
And it was like it was the part where like Will Smith is saying something. He's like in a pod, and I guess it's already crashed or something because his leg's broken.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's like looking at a picture of like his entire family,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and to me it was looking like he's never gonna see them again. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I kept thinking. But he's like talking to Jaden over like an intercom
Mhm.
thing, and Jaden's like, "I have to do this on my own," or some weird shit, and he just like dives off a cliff.
Yeah.
And he's just like, for like a minute, and all of a sudden he just like hits the ground. And,
Oh,
like,
man.
And he just like starts running, like away from like an eagle or some shit like that. I don't remember.
M.
I
Night
was like,
Shyamalan.
what's happening? in
Why
this
not?
movie? What is this even about? And
So-
I just changed the channel.
so
I was like,
pl-
you know what? Teen Titans. I love this show.
So the plug is
gonna
really
watch the actual
awesome
static.
movie
Yeah.
instead of watching that awful trash.
I go 2 channels up and there's stuff with butt plugs. So
Yeah, there you go. Win. My channel.
Yeah, it was
Backdoor
Ace's
Bears
channel.
Part 9.
It's right below Playboy 1.
I
Play dude.
specialized, and I made a lot of money.
Somehow, like, Bears hibernating is like right there with the porn channel.
Why not?
I have no
Why
idea
not?
why.
Yeah.
Butt plugs.
One day we'll find out.
All right.
All right.
You know what I watched recently?
Hey, do you guys know how to get to Matthew McConaughey's house?
Hey, right.
It's somewhere in Terrytown. That's
No.
all I know.
No, you think. All right.
Yes.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
Flat circle.
But funny story, my grandma used to live off of Old Torf before she died. And a crackhead, or a guy who owned a crack house 2 houses down,
It's becoming
was
a
shot
very funny
in the head right outside of his window. And then the guy was running down the street, and my grandpa threatened to call the cops. And then my uncle pulled him back into the house and said, "Don't call the cops, because then they'll kill us."
Wait, Matthew McConaughey?
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Okay.
This is the east side. You wouldn't be living on the east side. Come on.
I was wondering what the fuck that was about.
When Matthew McConaughey was a
I
crackhead.
don't know. I've had 4 beers. I'm just thinking about my grandma.
Four beer non sequitur armor.
Alrighty, we got a bunch
I'm
of other
so
topics.
mad that my uncle gave up that fucking house, because that house is worth like
A ton
almost
now.
$1 million. It's right there. It's a little tiny white house on just east of South First on Old Torf.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's like great real estate.
like
there.
right on Old Torf.
Damn.
Like when you back out of the driveway, you're like on Old Torf.
If you're not in Austin, that's a good spot to be.
Dude, it's a great spot. I was hoping to rent that property, and then
Oh, yeah.
when I was, this was like when I was like 21.
All those
And,
hipster kids.
Yeah, I was telling my parents like, "Hey, is Pablo still living, in Grandma and Grandpa's house?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, he sold it and used the money to move up to Round Rock." I was like, or Peeville. And I was like, I was all pissed. I was like, "What?" I was gonna talk to him about maybe renting the property out.
Yeah.
I thought he had kept it because you would make so much money just keeping the fucking property because the dude doesn't even work. He collects fucking disability because his back's thrown out because he let himself go. I was so mad.
It's like Jake's
I just
like
wanted
life
to
story.
live downtown. That was my whole dream.
Oh.
Dude, I want to live in that tiny
I
piece
feel
of shit
like
house.
this whole session has been a therapy session for Jay,
We're here for you, man.
Are you
We're
feeling
here.
okay?
I'm Amaru, and I'm an alcoholic.
You feeling okay,
Hi,
buddy?
Amaru.
Well, I didn't finish my jail story earlier. I almost got punched by an inmate
You almost got punched?
today. Yeah,
Who was it?
What happened?
I don't remember his name, but
Is it a battlefield
at
out there?
2:07,
Uh-huh.
I'm about to be relieved in like 50 minutes. to
Yeah.
go home. And I'm just gonna make this real quick. What do you call it? Admin calls, and they're like, "Do emergency head counts. We don't know why. Just do them."
They do that all the time.
Yeah, they do
don't
it all
tell
the
us.
time. And so I was like, "Oh shit!" So I told them, "Hey guys, time to go to your cells. It's emergency head count time." And they know what it means. Even
Yeah.
if they don't, they know. They just play dumb, and no one's moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, one more time. Hey guys, time to go to your cells. It's time to rack up. And no one's moving, so I turn the TV off, and I hear a bunch of moans. Like,
I think you're living in a house full of like grade schoolers.
yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
They're pretty much just babies. There's literally murder aside and crime aside. There's no difference between what people do at daycares for babies and what we do. For
Yeah, they
grown-ups.
literally act like toddlers. Like,
Yeah.
not even
They are
exaggeration.
toddlers,
Yeah.
essentially. But
There's really big ones.
yeah, just really big. ones.
Really big, dangerous ones.
So then they all start moving. I open all the doors, and from the it's all mechanized, whatever. So I open all the doors for them, and they're going. And a few of them are still at the phone. So like the 4th time, I tell them time to go up. 5th time, I tell them time to go up.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these guys are still not moving. Some of them are still trying to play chess.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell, dude? Yeah, we give them like,
I know, but
they
like
have-
still trying to like.
yeah, they're still trying to like make a move because they're
Rook
playing,
takes
they're
pawn,
playing
man.
for soups. They're
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
for commissary.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like I turn the phone off, and then I turn around. I just like writing my book real quick, so when I come back, I can like check my email and not have to worry about updating anything. And then I grab my keys and the remote. Oh no, not the remote, just my keys. And I'm about to head out, and I hear this fucking bang on the window. And I turn around, and this dude's all mad. And you can, like, those windows are really thick, so you have to, like, if the inmate's yelling and you can hear him, like, he's yelling loud. Yeah. And he's like, motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. And I was, like, really nervous.
Is that the one you hung the phone up on?
Yeah, it was the guy I hung up the phone on. And,
well, you know.
I was, like, all nervous, like, oh, shit, I'm going to get punched today. So I walked in there, and the guy's like, what the fuck is your problem, man? I'm trying to make a phone call. Do you understand how fucking much money this is? Like, it's $20 for a phone card.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
How long does that last?
Well, it's like it's $20 for 20 minutes. The problem is once you connect, they charge you, even if you hang up right afterwards. Yeah. So it's like an inherent flaw in the system.
That's not an inherent flaw. That is fucking scamming.
Well, scamming, but basically it fucks us up because there are so many times where we have to put them up without notice. So because like usually if the smarter ones like will plan like, okay, I'm gonna be out for 30 minutes. I have time to use this entire phone card. But there's so many instances where we have to put them up like at a moment's notice. So then it's kind of like, okay, do we let them stay out and have a security risk, or do we put them up and then have to probably fight them because they're pissed off because they spend money? So it's like the people
creating your security risk.
Wow, there needs to be a better system where, like, you know, there should be some kind of override where you can give them their money back.
There should be,
but the thing is that it's all third party.
That's the problem. It's like, that's a pretty.
It's not like
fucking Securus.
It's not like the county's collecting the money off.
No,
of it. It's like some other.
It's the contractors.
Yeah, the contractor company.
That's really fucked up, though.
So the guy's all pissed off, and then he's like getting in. The guy's like 6'2". You know, I got assaulted like 2 years ago by some other. What was it, Dantes?
Yeah.
And so this, I was like, oh, God, I'm going to get punched in the face. At least I'll be prepared this time. So, the guy's like getting in my face. What the fuck, man? Blah, blah, blah. What the fuck's your problem? He's like, I don't have a problem. It's emergency head counts. I said it like 5 times. He's just like, you know how much fucking money this costs? Like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but it's emergency head counts. Like, I didn't know what else to say. I was like, it's emergency head counts, dude.
You have to.
And he's just like, he's just like all angry and shit, and he just like walks off. And I was just like, oh. But then there's like 4 other guys like, what's going on? He turned the TV off. And I was like, looking at them, I was like,
I told you.
I was watching Ellen.
I got angry at them, and I was just like, I just said twice, it's emergency head counts. Go stand by your fucking door.
God, just do what I say.
Yeah, just do what I say because I said it.
What?
So they all go up, and then what's his name?
My shift ends in less than an hour. You stand by your fucking door.
I got homework to do, you son of a bitch.
I'm going to call him Tattoo Head. You know
who
I'm talking about.
Paul Wall, People's Champ.
Yeah, Paul Wall. Yeah, he's got his whole head is tattooed from like the hairline. Wow. Like it's tattooed to emulate a hairline, but it says a bunch of different.
Yeah, it's like
shit.
ATX and
if
shit
it was
that.
like artistic, it would be cool, but it's all like gang related and just kind of like tacky, and it's like points for like the sideburns.
That's nice.
They look like kind of like daggerish.
So
like,
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an oddball.
Bad decisions.
Yeah. Well, he's a white dude who thinks he's Mexican, which is very fucking rare, even in life.
Even in life.
even in normal situations.
Luis is like,
in the wild.
His last name is Turner, and like the kid's like Wonder Bread.
Well, because the whole thing with him, just a little bit more background.
Well, yeah,
so
he joined Tango Blast.
Yeah,
like,
so
some
basically,
years ago, which is like a primarily Hispanic prison gang.
Yeah.
Was he part Hispanic?
No, this kid.
He's like
he's
pure,
Wonder Bread.
pure, purebred.
Yeah,
purebred
he's just
white.
white as white. Cause, well, the thing is, when I first met him like 7 years ago, he had like the like all dudes. They kind of like everyone wants to emulate like the black gangster thing. Like, what's up, dog? Blah blah blah.
What's up, brother? You draw good brothers.
Is he like me?
He did state jail time for 2 years, and then he came back into the system like a year and a half ago. And all of a sudden, he's like, "Hey, what's up, ese?" Blah 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 blah, like talking like that. And I was just like, I was looking at him, I was like, "Are you talking like a Mexican?" He's like, "Come on, ese, don't sweat me like that, man. Come on, don't sweat me like that. You know,
sweat me like that."
Yeah, he was like, "Don't sweat me like that, Holmes. Come on, man."
I'm pretty sure you didn't grow up with this.
Turner, come on, dude.
Turner. You don't know Spanish.
Yeah.
You
well,
don't.
Actually, he does know pretty good Spanish. That's the crazy.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's Texas, so I expect people to, like, know. Even if you don't, it's cool, but, like.
I'm sure he learned it while he was in prison, because
Yeah.
that's, like, where his transformation took place, because, like, we knew him before, and he didn't act like that. When he came back, and then he's just like, well, I gotta put up this front so I can be part of this gang.
Yeah, he was like, I joined Tango Blast in prison to protect me, so, you know, that was pretty much how I regulate. But, like when I was trying to put all these guys in their cells, he was like, "Hey Holmes, I got your back, man. Let me, because he's like in like one of the cells closer to the unit, so I still have to walk all the way down the hallway." And he's like, "Hey man, just let me stay in the hallway, Holmes, and I got your back, man." And I was like, "Dude, just rack up, just go in your cell, man. You're gonna make this worse." He's like, "No, man, because what if one of these dudes is angry at you? They're gonna try to jump you, man. I got your back." Because this kid lives for fighting. Like, he's getting ready to go away for like years, like at least a decade.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
What did he?
I think
it's assault, but it's like his 11th one.
I think he actually shot somebody though, because I remember he was reading his affidavit. And it was like something like the shell casings matched, or maybe he shot at somebody.
Yeah, okay.
But he shot somebody with like
missed.
a rifle or shotgun or something.
Yeah,
and he shot like a silhouette around him.
He was like, "I got your back, man." I was like, "That's endearing. I really appreciate that." I was like,
"But wrap the fuck up."
And he's like, "Well, how's it gonna look, man? When we're sitting here, it looks like we're arguing." And I was like, "Well, how's it gonna look when I'm doing this in your direction, and the camera sees that, and you're just doing this?" And you're going like that, and then I back up like this, and I'm doing it as I'm saying it, and I'm backing up, walking, and I'm doing this as I'm walking backwards, and it looks like you're about to assault me. And then he's just like, "Oh, I see how it is, man." He just like got into it.
It's like, man,
all right, white bread, get this fucking.
It's like, man, you like making sense and shit. I'm just, I'm
well,
not.
Whoa, like,
straight up
if
logic.
I put my hands up,
I don't want you to
walk
watch my
backwards.
6. I want you to get in there so I can do the rest of my job and get the fuck out of
I
here.
was just being sarcastic to him. I was like, then I went to his cell later. I was like, "Hey, man, I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm not trying to get people in trouble." And then the other guy just went to his room and he went to sleep. And he was like so fucking pissed off. He was like banging his door and shit, and I was like, "Oh god, I don't need to be in this job anymore."
Yeah.
So
I mean, I understand his frustration. But you don't also want to deal with that.
No, you don't.
Well, speaking of murder.
Nice segue.
In the Batman vs Superman, they're going to redo the Wayne family murder for whatever reason.
I think I've already discussed this already with Luis.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just yeah. That's right. I saw in the Punch in the Walls reality Facebook group.
I have never seen Bruce's parents die, and I haven't
in a
felt,
different way.
I haven't felt anything for them ever. Yeah. Uncle Ben. There have been many times
I will cry like a fucking baby.
I have cried like a baby with Uncle Ben. But
The
Bruce's
movies?
parents, movies and the comic book, there's some really moving shit
But with
there.
the Waynes, I'm just
The
like,
Waynes-
"Oh, that sucks."
So it's like,
okay,
some rich people
Batman.
got gunned down and sad, and okay, but
Let's
they
get
don't
to
feel
the
like
sexy Catwoman stage.
yeah, right. Get there now.
You know what's funny is I never really thought about that, but I actually feel the same way because it's like probably one of the better portrayals is like in Batman Begins. It's like you would think that you would feel a lot of emotion for a kid witnessing his parents' murder, but you really don't. I don't know,
You
just
don't
because
know the parents.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The problem is you never get to know the
You know
parents.
what the kid turns up to be, so it's like, you're a bit.
Yeah, plus
and
you're
that's
so
you.
familiar with
You got
it.
like
Yeah.
a buttload of money. And
Batman
a
Begins is
butler
probably
that
the
loves
best
you.
version I've seen. Where I actually was like, oh, that does kind of suck because his dad was like totally awesome.
Yeah.
He actually got some screen time with his
Yeah, that's
dad
true.
and his mom, and they were
even
awesome.
throughout the entire trilogy. Like
Yeah,
you see a little bit of him and like what he
was inspiring.
essentially
yeah.
does for the city and stuff,
Yeah.
and like how Bruce is trying to like not really.
Why do we
emulate
fall
it, but, like,
down, Bruce?
Yeah.
Because the
Okay,
bullets
see,
hit
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Do you lift Master Wayne?
So in
What's
Dark
the
Knight
point of
Rises,
doing all those bloody push-ups?
the saddest
Lift a
part
log.
was Dark Knight Rises when he thought Alfred thought Bruce was dead, and he's like, "I failed you."
Oh yeah,
got me.
yeah, that.
Because Alfred
Michael
has
Caine
such a
sad
strong
face.
attachment. Yeah, and I was like, no, not Michael Caine, sad face.
No, that part of the movie was legitimately like emotional. It's just like, damn,
It was legit.
legit to legit.
Oh my god, Interstellar is so
It's a
sad.
quit.
So good.
I haven't
Actually,
seen
do
it
see
yet.
Interstellar. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher's
The
Tom
thing
Clancy
with the
more
Wayne
badass
murder
in
is
the movie.
it's happened so much that it's like I said in the chat. Someone literally made a highlight reel of it because it happens so much. They took all of it together and put it into a video. I think it's like 3 minutes long.
Wheel of what?
Of Wayne Murder.
Wayne Murders. Oh my god, so that makes me want to do like every origin superhero, like the big ones.
Yeah.
So like Superman, all have all the Kryptons blown up.
Yeah, just blown up. Just
interlaced with like Wayne's dying.
Boom,
Interspliced with the guy. Oh my god, I can't remember the guy that dies for Green Lantern. Him dying because it's always the same dude dying to give up the ring.
I have the perfect soundtrack.
Oh, Abin Sur.
Yes, Bram's the whole
Here
time.
comes the Bwam.
Christopher Nolan Bram. Have you noticed like what movie was it? Was it Inception?
Inception, yeah.
Inception was the beginning of the Bram.
Oh yeah. It was the inception of the Brams.
And now you even like hear it on television. Like you'll hear it everywhere.
I hear it in my dreams. When my dreams are inside of my dreams, 2 layers below my dreams.
I think it's just like infiltrated like every level of everything now.
Yeah.
It's the way to be dramatic.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna start the podcast like that every time.
And
now,
you actually really should. You have like punching the walls of reality.
It's like 30 minutes of it.
Armoro.
All right, I need to remember to add that to the soundboard. So that
something other than X-Men, please.
Well, I do have one other thing other than X-Men. I do have Vader saying no.
Wizard.
Bring it in.
That was actually the first one I put on there.
So what other ones do you have?
The other ones are all X-Men.
Well, yeah, let's hear it.
Move it. We're missing dinner.
Or my favorite trilogy.
I go where I wanna go. I go where I wanna go. I go where I wanna go.
I like how by the third time, I'm like, it still can't possibly be the same line.
He says it literally.
It is.
Within the first 2 episodes, he says it at least 3 times.
In Bub.
Yeah.
X-Men don't cut and run.
I cut out the bub.
Yeah, there was a Bub out there.
Yeah, there was a bub.
Bub.
Yeah.
Cowards!
I love that show.
I like how it's mostly Wolverine, because he's got the most ridiculous lines. But I do like how Storm announces herself. Like, the power of the hurricane! Like, she's always like...
Oh, don't worry, I got that one.
My arm! Blast you!
I believe that pleasure is mine.
I feel like when she announces herself, the power of the hurricane.
She's so proud of herself.
Yeah. I think I'll be pretty proud of myself.
I do like the movie clip when The Cure was getting put out in the movie.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Storm was like, you don't need a cure, we're perfect. Says the lady who is a goddess. The kid who can't touch anyone. Of course she wants to be cured. She kills people by touching them.
Well, you always hurt the ones you love.
Rob Liefeld drawings?
There's something about the Flash.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I was trying to figure out which one. Oh, well, there's the Flash, which is the Grand Flash Conspiracy. So, basically, if you guys have seen the Flash TV show, at least the first episode.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
the fuck is going on with that dude?
So, basically, there's the dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be in the wheelchair.
Yeah, and
Doesn't need the wheelchair.
yeah, basically, it's like spoilerish territory, but basically, it's assuming that, or it's predicting that he's Flash from the future.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So,
can actually see that.
Is he Impulse?
well, he's actually, his whole thing is that his name is supposed to be. Yeah, he's really
God.
Wally.
We're getting into the Nova
Really?
tier territory.
No, he's what is it now? He's supposed to be Barry Allen, that's like 50 years old, and I guess he went back in time to stop Professor Zoom, and he got stuck there and lost his powers.
So isn't that a paradox?
Yes,
Yeah.
a Flash paradox.
Flat circle.
But yeah. So I don't know. It kind of puts up some compelling evidence where it's like in the past Barry's listed the Time Machine as his favorite book. Who's the writer of the book? H.G. Wells. Barry, and it's like this is Barry being a dork about his clever alias of Dr. Harrison Wells. Perhaps.
God damn it.
It'd be even better if it's just some dude, like, he's like, no, I get to murder him, like, only when he becomes powerful. Like, that's his whole plot. It's like, really? You helped him until he was powerful?
It might be. Because there's the whole part, like, towards the end of the first episode where there's that, not picture, but there's the newspaper from the future, and it's like Flash goes missing. And supposedly that's, like, when he left to go back in time to save his mother from being killed.
Yeah, so whatever killed his mother.
Yeah.
It's kind of got like a supernatural twist. We gotta find him, kill him, mom.
Oh, yeah. yeah, that's true. I actually watched part of the first episode of Supernatural. But it's very similar, yeah. So
you actually watched it?
Well, that was when you were playing it the other day before the podcast. I haven't watched it on my own.
I saw that segment?
Yep.
You didn't finish it?
Well, we had to do the podcast.
But afterwards, I tried so hard.
And got so far.
Too much, but
Probably.
I mean, I'll get to it. I'm not opposed to watching it. I have seen an entire episode. Some dude was drinking a soda, and they put a syringe in his arm, and he was like, whatever, bro. And then the guy who was in the shield got his head chopped off. So, I supernatural, bro.
Sounds like a vampire thing going on.
Yeah, I think he was a vampire, actually.
If you're chopping heads, it's vampires.
Chop, chop, chop. But yeah, it's kind of a compelling argument. I haven't really watched. I've only seen the first episode of The Flash. I think they're on episode 2. Three?
They're like 4.
What? 6 comes out tomorrow, or airs tomorrow.
I'm a little bit behind the times. So
okay,
not as fast as The Flash, all right?
Every end of the episode has like a what the fuck moment with
that
dude. Like, every end of episode is like,
He's so fucking weird.
what is his deal?
instead of standing up in one of the episodes, he's just gonna break dance.
Probably.
He's gonna be like,
this is a total spoiler. No, I'm not gonna do it. Get up to it, and like you'll know that moment. You'll be like, what the fuck?
Go ahead, spoil it. I want to know. What does he do?
Gangs a dude.
Oh, does he? Nice.
That's why I don't think it's
okay.
It's because he fucking.
Oh yeah, you're talking about in was it like the second episode, right?
Yeah, he fucking stood up and just stabbed a dude in his office. In his office.
He stabbed Simon Stagg.
Was he like office hours
company
closed stab?
And then he just
he stabbed Simon Stagg.
Flash.
Yeah, Stagg owns the company that, where in the comics, creates Metamorpho.
Nice. To the getaway car.
Yeah, that is Metamorpho's business.
Is he the guy that's like 4 different colors?
Yeah, he can basically change his chemical makeup into anything. So he become like Rubber Man, Mustard Gas Man.
Gas, yeah.
Maybe it's magic.
He's kind of in between. He usually starts out as a villain, and then like people talk him down from murdering Stagg, but Stagg's already dead.
I
so
think
I
he
guess
was part of the team like when Batman and the Outsiders first started.
Yeah.
I still have that first issue, and I think he was like a quarter purple and a quarter blue, and his head was white.
Yeah.
Is that him? Yeah.
Okay. That's Metamorpho. Yep. He's interesting because he's got like a lot of nerdy science stuff. He's like, I can turn into this, and you're like, that's nerdy. I like that.
He'd be really good for like people that do like the paintings of people, just like that model,
Picasso.
And they're like, this is perfect. You have all the colors I want.
Oh my god.
So have you
and then last week's episode had one of those like huge moments for like especially anybody who reads the Flash comics and know all of his villains. Have you guys seen it?
Yes.
Ace?
Yeah. I'm a huge fan.
I literally gasped out loud. I was like, even I knew it was like eventually be coming out. So I was just shocked.
I thought Captain Cold was a little bit less like
cool,
money bag crazy as I'm used to him being, but I still liked it because they kind of made him like people could accept him now because like, a lot of times people are like, this is stupid.
But
He's like Mr. Freeze, but he isn't.
But the dude that plays him though is from Prison Break, and so I'm just expecting him to do a Prison Break.
Which is perfect because he's
perfect throwback.
Freaking criminal. He's gonna have to break out of prison at some point.
Oh, the guy that just got casted, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Did Flash tell him to chill out?
Buddy Jose was in Prison Break.
It was actually really good, like explain
like
why Captain Cold is like a big deal to Flash.
Oh yeah,
because like his gun like almost goes to absolute zero, which like stops him from being fast.
That actually, that is good, because, like, whenever you see it, sometimes, like, when they do, like, the animated movies, he takes them out all easy. Yeah, it's just like, okay, your ice is clearly not faster than him. How are you even a match for him at all?
Well, yeah, so this version of him, which I like, is that he kind of uses Flash's, like, he cares so much about other people, so he puts other people in danger. So as he's, like, a lot of people, because the Flash can be everywhere at once. Mm-hmm. So, like, he went onto a train to basically get the Flash to come onto the train so he can endanger their lives and basically escape.
Which
is smarter than almost every other villain so far they came up with. Because this guy's like, okay, he's too fast. I can't just stand there and let him like fight me. I have to like get him distracted and doing other things.
I like how he actually did his homework. Well, these guys were dumbasses. This is what I'm gonna do.
I'm better than this.
Yeah. If I can make an ice gun that makes things go to absolute zero. Oh, he didn't. Did he just steal it?
Yep.
He was like, oh, I made this awesome ice gun. Yoink! It's mine now. Oh, but that was my ice gun.
But the Flash show is really good. I like it better than the Arrow.
I heard that it's doing really well in the ratings.
Is it?
Yeah, well, it's literally the best rated show in the history of the network.
Oh wow.
CW, put that
I was
in your
really
pipe.
I liked it.
No, it's Flash.
Flash.
Yeah.
So like I really
Not just
liked
a flash
it, so
in the
I thought it was
pan.
gonna get canceled because that's usually what happens to me when I like stuff like that.
So stop liking it.
Well,
Yeah, right. If you hate
yeah,
it,
one of the reasons why it's doing so well is because they're actually, being faithful to the comics. They're not doing so many drastic changes.
Yeah, they made Arrow into Batman, which kind of sucks.
yeah.
And like I kind of missed the Ollie that
Fucking Laurel.
Laurel.
Oh God.
Laurel.
Laurel.
You're selfish, Laurel.
You're selfish, Laurel.
But now I'm Black Canary.
You're loyal. You're Laurel. I like her new outfit.
Her
I
outfit
actually
look-
like that Black Canary.
Her outfit
better
looks
than the
great,
first
and I
girl's.
saw her in it, and I was just like, but it's still Laurel. It is like she's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like they
No.
fixed almost every other
The
character.
thing with Laura is that she's actually more tolerable this season than she has been
Yeah,
in the
she's
entire
so much
first
better.
two.
She finally got over. Oh, I hate you. It's your
Yeah.
fault.
I still see your face and get angry.
Her face drives me crazy.
Even with the mask.
Okay, see, like I was really mad at what's his face, Speedy, not Speedy,
Oh,
the
yeah.
sister.
I
'Cause I wanted his sister to be Speedy,
Yeah.
and I was really disappointed when they went with another white dude. And I was like, we could have had a female Speedy, and it would have been really cool.
I
Yeah.
have a feeling that he's gonna die and then Speedy is gonna take the place of Speedy.
Yeah, Barrowman. Sorry, whenever like I see Barrowman, I have to like shout out Barrowman.
Nice.
Like I
The
watched
John
the show,
Barrowman?
huh?
John Barrow?
Yeah, from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
He's in it?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah. Yeah. This is the
It was like-
first. This is the first season he's been in it.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
Exactly.
God,
you
where have
the
you
same
been?
guy that was berating me for not watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. earlier is the same guy who's like, he just got into Arrow. He
Yeah.
got all caught up. And he was saying that some chick that he met at Wizard World this past year was in it. And I forget her, I can't remember her name, but she played the first Ruby in Supernatural.
Oh,
This Summer
Where she's-
Glau.
No.
No.
Oh, okay, that's the only person
No.
that does it with
I forget her name, but she's...
I know which Ruby you're talking about.
Yeah, the blonde one.
Ruby Hart.
The awesome one.
Yeah, the one that you fell in love with, and the other ones
Oh
took a
my
while
God, I'm still
until
in
it got
love
to
with her.
Jared Padalecki's wife, and then
Yeah.
then
yeah,
it
my
got
wife
really
told me-
hot and heavy. It was like, ooh.
Yeah, I remember my wife telling me, well, my wife, Jenny, I've been calling her Jenny this whole thing, all of a sudden she's my wife. Yeah, Jen was all, like, fucking pissed off. Like, yeah, she married that bitch. I was like, what do you mean, that bitch? She's like, I fucking hate her. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, just watch the show, and then you'll see what I mean.
They get like
She gets personal, like
But
she,
their chemistry is hot.
yeah.
No,
they're-
yeah, I get that.
I felt the heat.
But, like she doesn't like. I don't know if you guys watch Sons of Anarchy, but she hates Gemma's character.
Oh,
so by
yeah.
proxy, she hates the
Oh.
actress that plays her.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, just
you gotta let it
chill.
go.
Yeah,
She's a really
yeah.
cool lady. Like,
Chill out,
I don't
Captain
know. If
Cold.
you meet Jenny, it's funny because she gets like really like she gets really attached to characters. You know?
I love Mark Shepard, and whenever I watch any nerdy show, he's in everything.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, the King of Hell's on Stargate SG-1.
Oh yeah,
Doctor
yeah,
Who.
yeah.
On
Yeah, he was in an
Voyager.
episode of Doctor Who. I think
He was on
played-
Voyager. He's on everything you
Yeah.
know and love and hold dear.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember watching that episode of Doctor Who. I think he played the president of the United States.
No, he played the leader of the CIA.
Yeah, okay, that's
And he
what
was
it
totally American accent.
Same
He was
thing.
totally
yeah,
badass
she,
and
And she
awesome.
just sitting there was like, I'm just waiting for him to make a deal with the doctor. So like, it just them sitting there like.
He was
trying
a
to make
badass
deal.
in that episode,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, he was really fucking cool in that episode.
2 episodes, I think. It was a 2-parter.
Yeah,
Because it was with the Silence. Which are still like my favorite villain that they just kind of blew over and, just kind of said retconned them out of existence really quickly.
Do we have
Yeah, that
another-
was really weird. But all of a sudden they brought him back like afterwards, and I was
doesn't
like,
make
I
any
thought they
sense.
got retconned.
Yeah,
I thought they were
got
like
murdered.
made to like be
Your
forgotten.
mom got retconned.
Maybe they got retconned back into it. They're like, well, they were gone,
Well,
but
with
we extended
Moffat,
their context.
he just like writes whatever he feels like because
Yeah.
he's a fucking lazy hack.
You pretty much just took that out of my head.
Nice.
What Moffat's like,
What I was just about to
fucking
say.
lazy hack.
Well, with Moffat, yeah. of course.
Moffat is a muppet.
Well, I was going to say to piggyback on the whole Flash thing. I'm like losing my voice. But, yeah, so they had asked, what's his name? Steven something or other that plays Arrow. And
Stephen Amell.
Yeah, Anel. I'm going to call him
Amell.
Steven Adele.
Adele.
But,
Amell.
yeah, so anyway, so they were asking him, like, so...
Someone to shoot.
Oh, man. So he was, so they were asking him about, like, so you kind of pissed off about, like, the DC movies, because your bro over there in the Flash TV show just had, like, record-breaking numbers, and now they're, like, because I think it was, like, after the second episode came out, that's why I thought there were only 2 episodes in, and they just, like, broke ratings records, and then the next day, I think the next day or the very same day, they announced, like, Ezra Miller is going to play the Flash in the TV show.
Yes. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, so he was just like, he wasn't even so much pissed off where it's like that they didn't cast him, but it was like, can you at least like give this guy like his moment, you know?
Yeah,
Instead of like all of a sudden it's like, hey, there's going to be another Flash, you know, forget about this Flash that's doing record-breaking numbers.
And doing a great job at it, too.
Yeah.
Is that the kid from
Yes.
How to Be a Wallflower?
Yes.
Movie?
Yeah, Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Perks.
Yeah,
Of Being
Perks
a
of Being a
Wallflower.
Wallflower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just kind of
totally
mad.
wallflower.
This is why I think there's something wrong with Warner Brothers, is because everything they do is slightly off and wrong. They're listening to the Prove guy, and Prove guy's like, don't use the same Flash that people know and fucking love. Use some other person. And it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like they don't know what they're doing. Like, they're trying to copy Marvel, but like they're really bad at just fucking copying them.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, that's a very
idea.
accurate statement. I mean, that's the thing, and it's like where Marvel actually has it all planned out. It feels like, have they actually waited and just like, okay, let's maybe plan out a couple of years, you know, what we're going to do with
Try
Batman
to find
vs.
the right
Superman.
writers, the right story. You
Yeah.
know, think things through. Take your time, because I mean, we just had Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. That should tide you over money wise. For the DC franchise, and you're killing it with TV shows and animated. You're doing a great job there. What is happening here? How is that not getting over here? Like, the people who are writing Flash, you know, should probably go over to the movie people and be like, okay, well, this is how the character acts, behaves. You can't do this. He's not this character. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're making him like Iron Man. Well, he's not Iron Man.
Right.
You
Yeah.
can't do that. Like,
Well, I'm sure they're like 2 completely different studios. Like, I feel like they're in the same building and they just have like a wall. Like, you got TV guys,
not even-
can't come over here.
it's not a wall. It's just a tape. Tape line.
They're like looking over.
You keep your shit, and that's
You
up
keep
to
your
you.
good shit over there. We're gonna make garbage over here.
Like the movie guys. They
I
have.
want to have a Flash movie too.
Yeah. Like,
You
you're
guys
gonna
can't
suck it
have
up.
one.
You're gonna
Like
fuck
that,
it up.
Can we have pizza from your pizza
who's
party?
that
Shut up and
Powerpuff
write
A
episodes.
Girl's villain. She's like super rich, and her dad gets her everything, and she wants superpowers, so they give her a bunch of like. She's like a little mini Princess Iron Man. pretty much.
I
I
see.
forget her. Nobody knows. What I'm
Let's
talking
call her
I know what you're
Princess Iron
talking
Man.
about, but I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I
either,
can't
so.
remember her name. I just remember watching when I was a
Iron
kid the
Princess.
other
We'll call
day.
her that.
Yeah, I forget her name, but yeah, she was exactly like that. She was like, I want same powers of Powerpuff Girls too.
Yeah.
So like, all right, sweetie, anything for you.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She got that power suit.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
Oh, Warner Brothers, quit listening to the Approved guy. He's bad.
Someone just needs to fire him, let him go back to teaching classes where he doesn't even watch the video, and just get him out of everybody's life. We don't
I think
need
there's
him.
a legion of Approved guys.
Oh, yeah, they are. They are
They
definitely
have a
legion.
guild and everything.
They're all
and
headed
they're
by
on the
Luis.
Oscar committee.
I
It's
feel like-
obvious by the way they approve movies.
I feel like they just clone
and
them.
vote them in for Oscars.
They just run free. So I have this video. It's
Yeah,
about a minute.
they have an academy from where they teach people how to be approved guys, so they call them approval-lites.
the whole lesson. You just walk in, you get a paper, they stamp it. You are officially an approved guy.
Is
Go out
it
into the
bad?
world.
Is it a poorly constructed idea? Approve it.
Yeah, right.
Is it really good? Is this person really talented? Send it to some other studio. It's not ours.
Do you have unrealistic box office expectations? Approved. John Carter, I'm looking at you.
Just the size of a water buffalo.
It's like the Prove guy obviously was involved with Rob Liefeld's like hiring.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was working at Marvel. I think every time like Liefeld goes to a different company, like the approved guy goes with him, or maybe Rob Liefeld is the approved guy. He approves his own hiring.
That just makes me think of we could have had like a flashback to like 1982. You see like approved guy in like the 80s clothes. Like, what's up, man? Approved.
Wolf on approved.
I like the way you approve brothers, brother. So,
oh my god.
So the most epic crossover in history is about to happen. So Mr. Hulk Hogan's about to tell you all about it. Buffering.
Oh, man! I can't believe the pump of the 24-inch pythons today at Hogan's Beach. You know, usually it's crazy at Hogan's Beach shop right here. There's tons of autographs and tons of Hulkamaniacs running around. But today it's more intense than ever. The pythons are double pumped because of all the autographs and all the pictures we've been taking around here today. You know, the word is on the street about the brand new movie Hulk Hogan starring in. And you know, I'd like to shout out a special thanks for all the support from the WWE Universe and all my Hulkamaniacs. That's why I can make this special announcement that WWE Studios and Warner Brothers are teaming up to make a brand new sequel for that huge success they had this year. Scooby Doo WrestleMania Mystery. But this time, the sequel is starring yours truly, brother, Hulk Hogan. And with all that said, sequels have to be bigger and better than the originals. That's why this one is going to have faster paced action, more scary, and of course, me, Hulk Hogan, ruh-roh. So in closing, I guess all you gotta say to all the Hulkamaniacs and to the WWE Universe and all the Scooby Dooites, what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan, Scooby Doo, and of course Shaggy run wild on you, brother, ruh-roh.
Oh my god, he was having so much fun with that.
I forgot about it. I was talking so much shit about the ruh-roh earlier.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
okay, so Scooby-Doo, the cartoon,
yeah,
is going to have Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan as the
guest.
As the guest.
Kind of like Casey Kasem style.
Well, they did have Adam West Batman.
Adam West Batman and Robin.
Yeah, and Robin.
I feel like we are at least 20 years too late.
Yeah. I think you're missing
out. At the very least.
Those kids are not going to know who Hulk Hogan is.
Why does he look like a hot dog?
You draw good brothers, brother!
It just reminded me of Borderlands Torque guy.
Oh my god! Friend zoned! I'm sorry.
You know what's bullshit about lasers? They don't friggin' explode!
I have just been recently informed that the friend zone is an imaginary thing
That's totally
created
misogynistic.
by the patriarchy. It's totally imaginary.
Totally bullshit. And I apologize.
Oh yeah! Good!
Explosions!
Is that from the first Borderlands or the second one?
Second
pre-sequel.
and the prequel.
Oh, okay.
The pre-sequel.
The pre-sequel.
Fuck you guys. Hey, fuck you! Get it right! You go home! You go home! You go home! You don't know no game!
I was so jealous watching you guys, like, every time I logged into the PS3.
Yeah.
And I would see you guys playing that, and I was like, oh.
Every time you would log in, we'd see your name pop up, and we'd be like,
Oh, no joining. We were like, oh.
And
you guys never called me back for the second one, man. I was all
Well, your PS3 died.
Yeah.
And then like we got super busy, so we haven't been back to Borderlands 2.
And then we got the
oh, you never finished it?
No. We're still in the Torque expansion.
There's hope.
Yeah. We'll let you know when we start.
I have the game too. The second one, I mean.
Yeah, we all need to get together and play.
yeah, you
I
have
have a
it on
headset now. I can yell at
PlayStation?
you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, Ice is on there too.
Oh, yeah, we do have your gamer tag.
Ice.
Yeah, I see him all the time. He's watching Netflix all the time.
Yeah,
that's why I creep on my friends. I see what you guys are up to.
So I creep. I do every time I get on, and as I go, I see who all is online and what they're playing.
Have you seen me with Lego Hobbit?
No, I haven't seen.
I've been playing the shit out of Lego Hobbit.
No. And like I see Kelly's on, but it's like every 40 days that she's online.
Well, it defaults to mine usually. We just usually just do that.
I'm a lazy ass. So.
Yeah, she doesn't like to change
last
it.
online 13 games. I was like, when was that? Did I miss that somehow? Ace.
I wish
Ace just logged off 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. I'm on. If I'm not working, if I'm not doing homework, then I am playing video games on my PlayStation. On either 4 or 3.
Well, the pre-sequels, I wasn't gonna get it at first, but then I thought it was a prequel. And I was like, I'm not gonna play a prequel. And it was like, and then I realized it was actually pre-sequel. I was like, oh, it's a middle game, and it has something to do with Handsome Jack, and you can play as the Claptrap. And I was like, oh, that sounds like so much fun.
The Claptrap is a blast.
And I was like, oh man, when does this game come out? It's like, it comes out in 2 weeks. I was like, son of a bitch, I don't have money for that. And then you guys were all like, we got the game. I was like, oh, that's lame. And then every time I see you guys play, I was like, because Beetle, my brother, he got Borderlands 2 for me when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I had bought Borderlands 1. We both bought Borderlands 1 because we were living together at the time when it first came out. So we were like, we got it together and we were like playing together.
Aww.
And we were using Willow Tree to like make our own like guns and shit after we had beat the game. They're like, oh, Willow Tree's so awesome. I hope they do this again. But, like, I guess they had, like, Willow Tree proofed the second game, so you couldn't use it again. You couldn't make your own weapons. Yeah. So it's like, well, whatever. It's still going to be a really fun game. But I had never really beat it until you guys started playing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to play. I'm going to beat the game finally. And so I beat it, and I was like, I'm going to join their game. It was like, well, I'm a level 35, and they're, like, barely even 20.
Yeah, we didn't care.
It was like, they're probably getting, like, 2 XP. I felt so bad.
We don't care. Like, we just like shooting shit. Like, to be really honest. Like, leveling up.
Me too.
Then getting guns is nice, but really, at the end of the day, we just want to blow some shit up. and like,
exactly.
In a fun environment. You know, it's funny. There's jokes all around. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's explosions. Power Rangers. That guy just wants to get shot in the face. I like that guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite quest.
Don't forget about all the badonkadonks.
All the badonkadonks. Yeah. Those girls go boom.
It's like they have TNT in their trunk.
Oh. Sorry, we really
and explosive personalities.
It's got a fun story.
It's just fun. The gameplay is fun. The story is fun. Everything just about it is just screams, I'm a video game, and I'm not taking myself so freaking seriously.
Yeah.
Have a good time. And I was like, thank you. I need that because like I play Destiny, and it just takes itself so seriously. And like I need a wink, wink, nudge, nudge that you can't actually land on Venus. Like, it drives me crazy.
I need Moxie's bad touch.
Oh yeah.
Good touch.
Good touch. Bad touch.
Wink, wink.
Can you press X to play respects?
I
think it's what I Call of Duty.
Oh, wasn't the bad touch the one like if you just like leave it idle, it vibrates your controller?
I think that's the good touch.
Is it? It is the good touch. It's the dildo one. Yeah. I love that gun. That gun made me laugh.
I remember there was a gun in the
Destiny
second game.
or in
every time
Borderlands. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it would vibrate when you use it, but I never got that gun.
Because
I never got the DLC or anything like that.
You just give Moxie tips. And she'll
really?
randomly give you the good touch or the bad touch.
$3,000.
Yeah, she's bullshit.
So after a while, I was like, there's a reason I don't go to strip clubs.
Yeah, I was
so
just
fuck
thinking
this.
No, she's really random, and it pisses me off. Because I dumped like $10,000 to get the bad touch because I needed a caustic gun.
So if the good touches vibrate, what is the bad touch then?
The bad touch is the caustic.
Bad touch is the caustic. Good touch is the vibrating one with the dildo melee enhancement. So like you melee instead of like with like a normal like your sword or your hammer or whatever. It's just the dildo.
Oh, so you just poke him?
Yeah, you slap him with the dildo. You stab the wound with the dildo. It's a big dildo, guys. Big honking dildo.
Nice.
Sorry, we just love Borderlands.
Sponsored by AdamEve.com. Surprised they didn't do some type of tie-in. That would have made a lot of sense.
Oh man.
Missed opportunities. But, listeners...
They did a comic.
Did they?
Yeah.
Borderlands or AdamandEve.com?
Both.
I think their comic was
I love how a porn site is AdamandEve.com.
Yeah.
That's so, like, in-your-face Satanist shit right there. Have you guys seen the monster video of the lady who's like, it's against Christ? Like, the monster drink is, like, the work of the devil.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I've been seeing
the gifts.
On everything on Tumblr. It's like, drink it down and have a dance with the devil.
Bottoms up and the devil laughs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, my God.
She has a monster drink, but the can is empty.
It was
she goes like this, like...
It's the whitest thing I've seen in a while.
She pretends to chug, and she goes bottoms up, and the devil laughs. But it's all GIF.
It's
so.
the most infuriating video I've ever watched
like,
in my life.
I don't know what it's about, but people post it to like other like, funny stuff,
because
and I was like, ha, 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 the devil
you
does
just need to
laugh.
watch the video. Like she.
Oh my god, she's
goes
so
through all this
infuriating.
like ridiculous air quotes
symbolism that are like, it's not in the Bible. All her symbolism is coming from external sources.
Oh, okay.
So it's all like
You should play it
dogma
as your outro.
around.
I was thinking
like,
that.
Christianity.
Type of
So
stuff.
was it old
Well,
lady
yeah, like
monster?
666, like that's not actually in
Right,
the
right,
Bible.
right,
Like this
yeah,
is all
yeah.
extrapolated bullshit, and she's going like crazy white lady person on it. Oh, it's driving me crazy. I get like all worked up when people like start talking that way.
Oh, okay, I got you. Like, yeah, every time I see it, like, I have no idea what this is referencing. But like, whatever it's like whatever picture I see it like towards, like, it's funny,
it's hilarious. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You don't even. That's what I love about Tumblr. Sometimes you don't have to be in on the joke completely to be like, that's still fucking hilarious.
The devil is laughing. That's all I keep thinking.
I saw someone it was Jeremy Irons as the Pope from Borgia's, and it was like, confess your sins. And she's like, bottom up, the devil laughs, and he's like, you're absolved. And I was like, yes!
That's perfect.
I love Jeremy Irons as the Pope.
Nice.
Like, he's awesome. Is Scar is Pope. Come on, guys.
Because
okay.
I know you don't know who that is.
I know who Scar is.
He's the villain from Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh, they meant Scar from Lion King.
Yes,
Yes,
that's him.
it's the same
Okay.
person. Scar, him.
Ah, well, when you put it that way, I know
He's
some
amazing.
antelope that want to trample over a lion. Speaking of that. Anyway, so, because we're nearing the 3-hour mark, so I'd just like to remind all the listeners to go to Pigeon Eyed Productions off of YouTube.com.
Blushed things. Blush.
Of course, also go to weird-girls.com so you can get all the latest and greatest Kelly Nova.
And
What was the recent one you did? Wasn't actually one that you did, actually, was it?
I did a one.
What?
It was the Danny. It was like
We hit 5,000.
It's over
subscribers.
5,000!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we did a freaky 5,000 switcheroo. And instead of me doing closet cosplay, Danny Danger did closet cosplay, and she was Daria. And I did the pool list last
Nice.
week.
A poll list. Both of
Dressed
them.
as Danny Danger.
Nice.
I loved all of those Switch videos because all of you were like, I don't know how the fuck you guys do this. They don't know how to do these
Grace's
videos.
sock puppet.
Grace's sock puppet was just great. She's like, it's a sock puppet, deal with it. And like just like pieces out. And like Kelly's like, is there anything else you want me to like say? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And like Danny was just like, singing the song like Kelly does. He was like, it was adorable because like seeing like the different personalities
right.
trying to do the other person's
Yeah.
videos, and they've never done them before. So like they're like, oh.
And Amanda like screaming her face off.
Oh my god! So like I was at work when I was watching Amanda's video. She played Slenderman for Let's Play.
Oh,
For,
Okay, so I was wondering what that was about. I didn't know everyone was doing the Switch thing.
Okay, so like I was watching it and I'm like, okay, it's like she's scary and like she gets lost. Like she's like lost for like 20 minutes. Like she cuts like to other parts of the game. And then, like, she gets attacked, and she just screams, like, bloody murder. And, like, she's, like, shaking on screen. Like, I hate to be laughing at her, like, pain and misery, but it was great, and I loved it.
But I laughed at her.
yeah, right.
I'm sorry.
I didn't
I'm
feel
sorry,
great
dear,
about it,
but I
did enjoy it.
But I really enjoyed it. Like,
I think that's kind of the point of that game.
yeah.
Just laugh at other people's misery. Because, I mean, it seems like everyone that plays it puts it on YouTube. So it's like, it's there for your enjoyment.
For your
seeing
terror.
somebody just completely
They shit their
frightened.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't play those games. Like, I have anxiety issues already. I don't need to
Yeah,
add to that.
yeah.
I'm not adding levels of anxiety to my life. No.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Yeah, that's why I have not completed all of the original Resident Evil.
Oh,
I
that
think
thing's crazy.
I think I got a key card and some herbs, and then a zombie bit me, and that was the end.
I said, you know what? This isn't worth it.
I think it was like the liquors or whatever. Or is that in
Yeah,
Resident Evil 2?
that's where I got murdered. On
Once they upgraded, I'm like, these are fast now too. They're faster than me. They don't have to move in 360 just to change directions. So yeah, I was pretty much done with that. But yeah, they hunt in packs like raptors. And the worst part is, you're still alive while they're eating you. But yeah. But yeah, what's up? No.
I said stop.
No. I won't stop. Can't stop. Anyway.
Can't
as I was
stop,
saying,
won't stop.
go to weirdgirls.com, Pigeon Eyed Productions on YouTube. Also, every Friday, you can listen to The Comic Bubble at 8 p.m. Central.
Pop.
And join us again next week for Straight Outta Austin, also at 8 p.m. Central.
And tomorrow begins the Pit War comic strip.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
That's so cool.
So was today the comic strip tease?
Yes, today was the announcement for tomorrow.
God damn
Yes,
it.
tomorrow's the first episode, and it features Prometheus.
Yeah.
Is it going to be
Is it
posted
an
on
origin
Twitter?
story?
Oh, it should be on
Yeah,
Twitter.
it'll be posted everywhere.
Okay.
Sweet. I will definitely
Cool.
follow.
So
Like,
secret,
Yes.
I don't even know.
And,
what it is.
and there's going to be a special surprise, but that's going to be for the season finale, which I don't believe is until February.
Well, can't wait.
It'll be my birthday.
But yeah, it'll be on the Pit War page. Yeah, we should definitely tweet it out. That'd be, good use of Twitter since we don't tweet anything else. Yeah, but like on your Twitter, not on the official Pit War Twitter.
My Twitter's all that matters.
No.
he's got the Tumblr now hooked up.
I have the science header, so people.
Amura posted this in Tumblr, and this in Tumblr, and this in Tumblr.
It's like
and this
watching
in
a
Tumblr.
saline
I
drip
didn't
of
even know
crack.
they were connected to each other. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, someone's like, "Oh, he's on Tumblr. Let me go check it out." He's like, "Oh, my Tumblr." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like that one."
That's why I know I've succeeded in life. Every time you vlog something or like it, I'm like, yeah.
You post a lot of anime stuff, and I don't know anything about anime, so I was going through your blog, I was like, I don't get anime.
I only get like half of it. Like,
You should post more cat pictures.
oh, if you see a cat picture, reblog it.
Yeah.
She'll snap
You
out.
need, like,
Oh,
a
speaking of,
million.
That's
speaking of
good to know
Tumblr, Kelly, did you get the last thing I tagged you in?
No.
She just tripped over Dasani.
She destroyed all of Dasani
There-
just for it.
It was right after Marvel announced their Phase 3 films, and somebody made a video. This girl made this video of bunch of images. I mean, of her reaction to the Captain Marvel, and it's just hilarious because she's like staring at it. Then she does little head shake and becomes like Captain Marvel. And she's going around screaming in excitement. I'm like, Kelly, we all love this.
That is awesome.
That's exactly
Okay.
how I felt when I saw it
Okay,
at work.
No. I alerted you
Have to
to
take a
this
personal
fact.
day.
So I text messaged her and I was like, "Hey, I got some really big news for you. You need to brace yourself." And she's like, "Oh God, did someone die?" And I'm like,
Oh my God.
Because that's the tone.
Wow.
"That's the tone
Oh,
I
wow.
gave."
You might want to
might.
sit down.
Is that what you said
Yeah,
afterwards? You were
yeah.
like, somebody might die after I.
Yeah,
tell
and
you.
I was like, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel is getting her own movie. And she's like, "What?"
You just flip your desk.
Yeah, she was just so super excited
I was
about
at my desk.
it.
I was like, and I was having to go through all of Google, making sure I looked at my sources and I figured it
I was
out.
like, "No,
She
it's
was
real.
looking-
Trust
she was
me.
looking
Like
for all
I
those
would
Drake
not."
memes.
Yeah.
And there's no other comic nerd in my office, so
Ah.
I went to the next person, which is a Whovian that understands my love. And I ran over. and I was like,
I mean, we've been saying from the very beginning, if we don't have Captain Marvel,
We riot.
yeah.
the Marvel
Sort of.
universe is crap.
Yeah.
We needed a strong lady character to come in and to kick some more ass other than Black Widow,
Yeah.
and they answered the call with someone who punched holes in disguise.
She punches entire
In
universes.
realities, I think she has done that before. To be really honest,
When
She's like,
binary.
Superboy Prime, step aside. I got this.
Yeah.
Boom.
I would actually like to see someone draw that.
Yeah.
Step aside, son.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
You don't know anything, boy.
I found out pretty
Yeah.
hard when I saw the Captain.
Let a real puncher punch this.
I saw that
That's
little
right,
star
Puncherino.
symbol. I was like, no way.
I know.
No. Everyone was fangirling out for Black Panther. I was like, nah. And then I saw Captain Marvel. I was like,
We did it.
yeah.
I mean, everything was validated. Like Black Panther, Captain Marvel, it just everything was yes, Ant-Man. But
yeah.
But I was excited for. I'm a big Inhumans fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
nice.
was excited to see Inhumans. Like, yeah,
More
that's really
human than
cool.
Inhuman.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could get Kamala. We could get Kamala.
Oh my God. Yeah.
We could get
That's why
Kamala.
I saw Captain Marvel. I was like, all right. somehow, somewhere down the line, we have to get a Miss Marvel title, and we need to get a Young Avengers title.
Oh, I know.
And I was just like, please, like me and Jen could die happy.
Oh,
if those two things happen, like I got Captain Marvel, I can die happy. But if we get Young Avengers, then Jen can also die.
I got
happy.
everything I asked for. Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Inhumans were
Yeah.
all like in the same phase, and I was like, "F yeah!" Because like I like Thor, I like Iron Man, I love Captain America. Like Captain America's like my hero.
Yes.
Captain America needs
But
your
like
help.
I was kind of getting, I was getting a little down. I was like, "There's no Spider Woman. There's no, I'm kind of I miss She-Hulk. She-Hulk's one of my favorites.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm
Oh,
getting,
we'll definitely never be getting Spider-Woman from the MCU.
Why not?
Because she's a Spider-Man property, and it turns out that,
she's Spider.
like, yeah.
Did I say the wrong
just
one?
like how anything X-Men even created now, Fox can take. Anything Spider-Man created now, Sony can take.
I thought Spider-Woman wasn't connected to Spider-Man.
I always thought she was more of an Avenger. She seems like she would be in the
That's
gray
what-
area,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
She could be, but then unless they release that list, besides Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, we'll never know.
Yeah.
Kevin Fergalicious, get on it.
Because he said the list of characters that can go between MCU and the other companies is literally a handful.
Yeah. Is it just?
I
those
didn't
two?
know. I didn't know Spider-Woman was with that because she's not really
Yeah.
technically a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody figured, but it seems like because right now there's no plans that Marvel will be able to use her.
Because Carol's best friend is Jessica Drew. So.
Oh yeah. I wonder if they're gonna get around that. Maybe
Yeah.
they're just gonna be like, you know what, fuck it.
OTP.
Oh yeah. Well, I have another OTP, and that's Captain America and Bucky. Like,
Oh my god.
I love them so much.
Bucky Man, no!
Oh my god! So he keeps doing train references in Cap 2. And I was like, stop it! Because you fell from a train, you jerk! I'll be there in the line. Stop it! Stop it! Bucky, no! Bucky, no! The whole movie, I'm just like, Bucky, no! I'm awful. I love Cap and Bucky. Everyone's like, Natasha and Bucky? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
There's only one way this train's going down, and train.
What is wrong with you?
I'm a horrible person.
Splat.
Hey, remember
You're
Wally?
done.
Wally died.
Shut your face.
He died.
Fuck you.
He wasn't fast enough.
Fuck you.
Nice
How
catch.
dare you, sir?
She threw something at me.
Well, you kind of like ease, like. Don't you know I get picked first?
There's a reason why I get picked first.
There's a reason why I
Reflexes.
sat on the benches the whole time.
Huh?
There's a reason why I sat on the benches.
That was actually a really good throw.
Was
That was
it?
at me.
Really?
Yeah, so good job.
Thank you.
Normally it'd be like over here. I'd still catch it, but it'd be over here.
It's Mr. Fantastic. That. Whoop. Got it.
I'm kind of excited for Doctor Strange.
I'm
but
a little bit.
not that excited about Cumberbatch.
Yeah, well, it's not
I
fully
like
confirmed,
him.
but yeah.
I just wanted Odin
You
Fair.
don't like the Thunder Snatch?
Thunder Snatch.
Well, if it was actually
Thunder.
Thunder Snatch, then I
Thunder.
think that would be
Thunder Snatch.
something
Do
altogether.
you like magic?
And I hope you do.
I want it to be more like Smog.
Yeah.
I want more Smog in my Doctor Strange.
Too bad Gerard's not here.
Smurg.
Smaug.
Smaug.
Oh, does he get like really technical?
Yeah,
on
he
that
goes,
pronounce-
He just goes Smaug. He's never actually even seen the movie. He just saying Smurg.
I thought he was like a super Lord of the Rings fan that like gets mad at people for mispronouncing. Like I heard someone call us Sauron or Sauron, like they called it like Sarion or whatever. I was like, whatever. I know what you're talking about. The dude,
Close enough.
I hate how close Sauron and Saruman are.
Yeah.
Like, really, Toklin? You couldn't do another name? Like, those are too close. I get them confused. I was getting confused in the book. I was like, wait. Oh, the wizard. Oh.
That's
that
funny.
guy.
I have a feeling that's one of the things that Jar Jar Martin picked up from him. He's like, I'm going to confuse the hell out of everybody.
I'm still confused. If,
Even the two R's. Even the two R's. I mean, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to be the same way. But anyway, after this 3-hour epic, so we're going to end with the Monster Energy drink, unless anyone has anything else.
Yeah.
Monster energy drink.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Get
let the video.
Look at your M closely. There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. So you go into Hebrew. The letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail. You could have here in Hebrew 666 on the can. But my interest is the word monster. What do you see in the O? There's a cross.
Okay.
What has Christ got to do with an energy drink, let alone the name Monster? So I thought, well, maybe this is a Christian company then. BFC at the bottom of the can. Do you know what that stands for? That's the F word. Big can. In fact, they write it on the side of the can, so I know that's the F word.
Okay.
Now, do you know what a MILF is?
Yes.
That's on the box. MILFs dig it, and you will too. This is not a Christian company at all. So why would they have put a cross on the can? Here is the message. Antichrist. 666 in Hebrew. And then the Bible talks about the beast in Revelation. And look at Monster's ad. This is their statement. You see these M's everywhere. Hats, t-shirts, bumper stickers. Is there another agenda here? If God can use people and product, so can Satan. And look at it this way. Even if the M was not the issue, you cannot deny that that is a cross. And what is witchcraft? When the cross goes upside down.
So when you hang it improperly, it swings upside down. That was witchcraft.
Something to think about. This is how clever Satan is and how he gets into the Christian home and a Christian's life, and it breaks God's heart. Jesus said, my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Never even seen that.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It breaks God's heart.
That woman is nuts.
That is the craziest thing. I love how easy Christians are to dupe, apparently.
I just love
really
how
easy.
I just
Really
love how
easy.
it's like
Well, not all
It's easy.
Christians.
It's easy as
She was saying it was all Christians. This is how he gets in there. It's so
Well,
easy.
she's an idiot. She doesn't speak for all of us.
it's like if you ever wanted
Christianity.
a perfect example of like mental gymnastics, like that's it right there. Like let me try and figure out how this energy drink, which was not on sale when I tried to buy it, is actually evil. And that's why my coupon didn't work. And let me do this presentation right now.
It's like trying to explain an M. Night Shyamalan movie to make it make sense.
She's like, it's witchcraft. What a twist!
Witchcraft. They were in the modern century.
Oh man, yeah, that's. I don't even know what to say about that. It's
Have fun with that. Going.
my brain hurts now.
Yep. It hurts a lot. That was a lot of. She put so much effort and thought into something that I would guarantee you
I wish
some.
I had that much time on my hands.
Right, like some art guy was just like, yeah, let's make it look cool. And that's all he did.
Yeah.
Like, peace out, and I got his paycheck. And she spent like a year researching this shit to prove that Monster is evil. Well, you know what? It's already evil because it's killing you.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
just look at the ingredients. That's all you need if you want to prove it's evil. So yeah, it's eating you from the inside. There you go. It might not be the devil, but it is eating you. So with that,
Is he getting on Tumblr, like revlogging all that shit?
No.
no, sound all guilty.
No. You were quick to answer.
No.
All right, folks. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Melanie just hopped in the chat. Thanks, Carrie Figs, Hot Glitch, and
Thanks for listening, you guys.
and Mark,
As
who was on
always,
earlier.
find us on at Twitter at PTWOR.
One day we'll tweet on there.
Visit our website ptwor.com. Punching the Walls of Reality. You can follow us on Facebook. Find the group page Punching the Walls of Reality. And am I missing anything else?
Got a Weird Girls Nightgown
We're Dash Girls.
and Pigeon Eyed Productions.
Dash YouTube.
Yeah.
Dash YouTube.
Dash.com.
I don't think that's how it
Dash
works.
YouTube.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Hope to have you all tune in again next week.
Bye.
This has been Straight. Oh, wait. We didn't do the other part.
Oh.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
or did we?
Say it again.
I'm
I'm Prometheus.
I'm Kelly Nova.
I'm Ace Nova.
I'm Ice Nova.
Yeah.
Human with the core.
And this has been Straight
Out of.
Who says Austin?
You do.
Do you
Austin!
you're probably like open to say
Exclamation point!
Novacore!
Novacore!
Oh, woohoo!
Can we be like Straight Outta Austin powered by the Novacore?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Love it.
Powered by the Novacore! Energy Javelin.
Sponsored by Monster.
Thank you guys for listening.
Already off
Whatever.
there. Whatevs. I don't want to thank you guys.
Whatever. I don't want to thank him anyways.